Angelina, Before I go on, let me postulate from the Franz Fanonian dictum, which stipulates that the dialectics of reconciling two conflicting ideas is the algebra of revolution. The overbearing intervention of the state government had further exacerbated oporombium and amounting to sadomasochisms. Acrimony and chaos in our community. It was a contumelious stratagem by political jobbers. 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 It was a contumelious stratagem by political jobbers to siphon monies. We suffer what we call political axivia neonantorum. Monies. We suffer what we call political axivia neonantorum. We suffer what we call political axivia neonantorum. We suffer what we call political axivia neonantorum. Conclusively, we are a microcosm of the issues in the Niger Delta in the macrocosm. Conclusively, we are a microcosm of the issues in the Niger Delta in the macrocosm. Conclusively, we are a microcosm of the issues in the Niger Delta in the macrocosm. Today, we as a people are stating, voxe populi, voxe Dei. Today, we as a people are stating, voxe populi, voxe Dei. Today, we as a people are stating, voxe populi, voxe Dei. Today, we as a people are stating, voxe populi, voxe Dei.
John for and I'm wamoso. 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 John for and I'm wamoso.
So when you come, Kokoda. Say, what you know when you come to Cocollation Center, Nakobo Electoral Commission for Home by the MIA. So when you come, Kokoda. Say, what you know when you come to Cocollation Center, Nakobo Electoral Commission for Home by the MIA. So when you come, Kokoda. Say, what you know when you come to Cocollation Center, Nakobo Electoral Commission for Home by the MIA. So when you come, Kokoda. Say, what you know when you come to Cocollation Center, Nakobo Electoral Commission for Home by the MIA. So when you come, Kokoda. Say, what you know when you come to Cocollation Center, Nakobo Electoral Commission for Home by the MIA. So when you come, Kokoda. Say, what you know when you come to Cocollation Center, Nakobo Electoral Commission for Home by the MIA. So when you come, Kokoda. Say, what you know when you come to Cocollation Center, Nakobo Electoral Commission for Home by the MIA. Sister, open me, Se wani kuma kokoda se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den eman se wani kuma kokoda se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den eman se wani kuma kokoda se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den eman
John for and I'm almost so. 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 John for and I'm almost so.
Unim said na ne maame ye me woman organizer.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Nana maame ye woman organizer. Woman
organizer anti da ne maame free mu no me so me suma delegation say yenkoye me woman organizer ye. So Edna ninu pani ene chief Bawumia ono ye former ambassador to Burkina Faso. Ene ede no ko Burkina Faso. President Mahama Breya.
Wow.
And Naya Kasei, or a member of NDC Council of Elders, Bawumia Nuyapani.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Nuyapani, a NDC Council of Elders member. Wow. A friend of Chief Bawumia. So, Ninuya no Mumino, Bakwan be pre DC, a womanim, Bakwan be pre MP, a womanim.
Wow.
Ne papa Obewuno. Now, on the chairman of the Council of State, Barbara President Rollins, a president.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And to Kosia Bawumia by Bina, I say, Minimno, I say, oh, ye, me tam for. I'm me crossing a maybe to me.
And it's all in Philippa.
Oh, yeah, Nipa.
I could hear conscious message.
Unim said, Anima, me, woman organizer.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will recall that I stated in 2014 that if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. That was true then, and it is true now. It is 100% correct. So if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. But it is warped logic to jump from that to a conclusion that if there is depreciation in their currency, then the fundamentals must be weak. Do you understand the logic? It is very warped logic. If the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. But if the exchange rate moves, you cannot jump to that conclusion that the fundamentals are weak. That defies logic.
What will be the first thing you do as president if you're elected in 2025?
Changing the mindset. What I'll do is, and I've started, it's good you came up with this question.
We are signing out. I just wanted one thing you do.
I'll bring all musicians together to let them come up with heroic songs, and we'll organize a concert like We Are the World. R&B, High Lives, reggae, gospel, with heroic songs. To let them, I'll bring all musicians together to let them come up with heroic songs, and we'll organize a concert like We Are the World. R&B, High Lives, reggae, gospel, they all come together.
But you must feel really proud.
Actually, I'm greatly honored. The Almighty God has done me a tremendous honor. Today is historic. It's a victory for all the teachers in Prempeh College, because over the past years, teachers in Prempeh College have been teaching students of other parents. So today, the Almighty God is crowning our effort. It's a victory to all the teachers and all the teachers in Prempeh College and all the teachers in Ghana.
But you must feel really proud.
Actually, I'm greatly honored. The Almighty God has done me a tremendous honor. Today is historic. It's a victory for all the teachers in Prempeh College, because over the past years, teachers in Prempeh College have been teaching students of other parents. So teachers in Prempeh College have been teaching students of other parents. Teachers in Prempeh College have been teaching students of other parents. So teachers in Prempeh College have been teaching students of other parents. So teachers in Prempeh College have been teaching students of other parents. So teachers in Prempeh College have been teaching students of other parents. So today, the Almighty God is crowning our effort. It's a victory to all the teachers and all the teachers in Prempeh College and all the teachers in Ghana.
All right, good evening and welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobe Taylor. It's exactly 4:31 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 8:31 in Ghana. We are live across the world. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. We are live on radio as well. We are also live on TV. You can watch this show live on Loud Silence TV on Multi TV tonight. Loud Silence TV on Multi TV tonight. We are in 22 African countries, including Ghana. We're also live on YouTube. Our official YouTube name is Loud Silence TV. Loud Silence TV on YouTube. Also on Facebook, our official Facebook page is With Audio Respect page. With Audio Respect. We're also live on radio tonight. You can watch us live, listen to us live through our radio app. If you have an Android device, go to the Google Play Store, download Loud Silence Radio. You'll get us live to listen to the show live. We're also live on iOS or on Apple. Apple just released the iPhone 17. iPhone 17, I think so. iPhone 17, yes. So if you're watching me right now and in the future, you are going to be buying iPhone 17, go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. Loud Silence Radio from the App Store. You can also be live. Or you can also be part of this production. My name again is Kevin Akobe Taylor. My producers are called The Ghost Team. We'll be with you for the next 3 hours. It's got to do with Ghana. This platform is an anti-corruption platform. What we do here is we delve into matters, political issues, to be precise, issues that the ordinary Ghanaian and you the Ghanaian outside Ghana, the expatriates, things that you don't hear about, the facts. What we do is we take our time, we deliberate on it, break it down for you to have a clear understanding of what is happening in Ghana. So our job tonight here is simple: to kill Jandam and to let you know the truth happening in Ghana. We'll also be taking care of some very important issues. We have mini editorial in the middle of the show. We also will talk about a few things. Tonight, we'll be discussing issues ranging from arrests. Also, we'll be talking about John Mahama, the President of the Republic. We'll be meeting the press tomorrow evening, 8 p.m. We will guide the press what to ask. It's very important. Majority of the media men in Ghana, when they get the opportunity to ask presidents questions, they start to fumble and ask unnecessary questions. Tonight, we will guide them what to ask. It's also a part of guidance from our platform. So that's what we will do tonight. We'll also be talking about Sewia Hospital. A chief in Sewia, the Sewia chief, has spoken about the status of the hospital. We will discuss that issue. Guta trade union, they have actually spoken on the ejection of Nigerian retailers around Abu Surkan market. We also will delve into the issue of Chinese dominating our retail markets. Very, very important conversation to have. National Service Secretariat issues coming out from there. We will talk about it tonight. BEC has called a lot of concerns. Tonight we will add our voice to the BEC conversation that's going on in Ghana. Also, stress-free fees. We have something on it tonight. Also, Harry Drusu, the education minister, has spoken, and also some students in Cuba are pleading with the President of the Republic to intervene. There are stipends and some fees that are supposed to be paid to them by the previous government. About 17 months of unpaid stipends and all that hasn't been paid. These are all things on the board tonight that we will be talking about. So it's going to be a packed show as usual. Kevin Taylor, I'm in the seat. My producers are on standby. The goods team are making everything ready for us to serve you with the truth. Enyumbre wo hwame amedin e Kevin Akobedu tell me and amedi dwumade we e wa ha. Enyumbre show we etwegu e wa TikTok. In fact, I think that's the one platform I forgot. TikTok is also live. Obetima share TikTok enyumbre e wa Kevin Taylor _WADR. Kevin Taylor _WADR. And also your TikTok official page. You're also live on YouTube tonight. Loud Silence TV on YouTube. Loud Silence TV on YouTube. Tonight, team, I've lost contact. We are also live on Facebook. We are live on Facebook tonight. You can also search for With All Due Respect page on Facebook. With All Due Respect page on Facebook. Team, I've lost contact here. Team, With All Due Respect page on Facebook. Also on Facebook. Also on YouTube, we are live. I'll be right back after this short break. Team. All right.
So when you come kokoda, say wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho baye den emaye.
All right, thank you very much for staying. I think it was a glitch. My team just got me back on the system. You know, we work with a team. I work with a team. They are all in I have about 3 computers in front of me. So if I lose contact with one of my team members, it becomes difficult for me to go on with the show because it's a teamwork. You know, have the analytics guys here. So it's something that is important when you having such live production. Our production is tough. You get online production, live production, whatever you call for, it comes in. Whatever you want to research on, somebody is researching on it. Even when you are speaking, you have somebody listening to me attentively, watching my lips, and also trying to assess where I'm going to go next. You know, he's trying to follow my conversation, follow my editorial. They know that's how my team, they do the production. Into make Sakrano, you will be at OTM. Definitely I might be asking for some materials there was some particular place in our archives until they get it ready. Into this production is top notch. And into the majority of people want to do the same thing I do, it's tough for them to do it. And yet easy, sir. And into Debiano, I keep telling people, if you want to do this, if you want to be Kevin Taylor, it's dangerous. If you want to be Kevin Taylor, it's dangerous. So you have to be careful before you can be Kevin Taylor. Because it's not easy being Kevin Taylor. The production is top notch, big time top notch. Into Yemfa ND Agro Ewaha. All right, thank you very much, team, for getting me back on. Mamenka, hello, share 1 or 2 people. Name for Jumadi and so on Facebook, you know. Who is watching me on TikTok, who is live, and also on YouTube, who is live tonight. Oh, we are good. Good. Mr. P, I'm good. Yeah, thank you very much, P. Have you taken care of S? He told me he had a glitch, so look at that for me, please. Yes, I think I recorded it here, Mr. P. So check on S and see if his glitch is also. Yeah, we've started getting the warnings on TikTok. I know they've started. On YouTube now, I can see Don Ali watching me live on YouTube tonight. Doti Shago is also live on YouTube. TikTok, so many people watching me tonight on TikTok. I can see Freshman live on TikTok this evening. Also, Kweku Boss is live on TikTok tonight. Thank you very much for being here tonight. Lock Dapper, I hope I got it right. It's reading very quickly. So if I get your name wrong, I'm sorry. I apologize for that. Big Slash is also watching me live on TikTok tonight. Also, I can see Isaac GH live on TikTok. Freedom Official watching me tonight on TikTok. Musa _ Bashir live on TikTok tonight. Linda Grant is watching me this evening. I really appreciate you. Soja joined me tonight. Good evening, Soja. Ni Amakai is also live on TikTok this evening. Freeman is watching me tonight. If it's our own Freeman, thank you very much. But I think ours is Freemind. This is Freeman. All right. Hajia is live here. Barrister watching me tonight on YouTube, and I can see Manaf M watching me live on YouTube. Philip Jima is live on Facebook. Miss Independent is live on YouTube. Also, I can see Lydia Agles on Facebook. On YouTube, Akosia is live. On Facebook, Adia Yusuf is live on Facebook. On YouTube, I can also see Cyrus Clarty watching me. Vitalis is live on Facebook. Also, Albert Beats, our best, is live on YouTube. Danny Adams is live on YouTube tonight. Also, Yvonne Hoga is live this evening. Thank you very much on YouTube. Tony G is on YouTube. On Facebook, I can see this is too fast. This is too fast. All right, let me go back to TikTok. On TikTok, I can see Badman watching me live on TikTok tonight. Also, the lady _ Wendy is also live on TikTok. Benny Click is watching me this evening. I appreciate that, Benny Click, for being here tonight. Jay-Z is live tonight on TikTok. Ghost Sun is live here. Thank you very much. Prophet Mark Aben is also live on Loud Silence TV. On TikTok, Kevin Taylor _ WADR. That's our TikTok handle. Kevin Taylor _ WADR on TikTok. Also, Kekeke is also live on TikTok. K3 is watching me live on TikTok tonight. On Facebook, on YouTube, Anas Mohammed is live here. Noah is watching me tonight. Also, I can see Nine Kings watching me live on YouTube, and also Kofi Simpler, Jane Fee, Anas Mohammed is back again. Tony Jr. is live on YouTube. On Facebook, Rahina Kasim Abubakar is live on Facebook this evening. Facebook is quite slow. All right, so I think I've mentioned enough names. I've mentioned enough names. Moment for Jumadi and Angie so. Ediana Ekoswa, Menti, yeah, you may be Minty, you may be Nimabibri, Ekoswa Menti. Team, stay with me, please. I know there's something going on. Okay. Pete, take care of that and then update me on what is going on S side. I beg you. Take care of that. And then I think you have to reboot the system or something. I don't know what's happening. I think they are trying to get in. So whatever you can do to stop that. I've seen it on TikTok and also on the other pages. Yeah, so handle that for me. Now, again, Ghana means here Black Stars Mali 1-0. We are all excited. But we were not so excited about the performance yesterday. Share the improvement in our Seba. It's looking like say Black Stars, until Seba qualify, we cannot jubilate. The performance yesterday, I think one player stood out for me. I don't normally like pointing out or picking players from teams, but I think Sebo stood out for me yesterday. The reason why I make us a Sebo stood out was his first appearance, and also he was called unexpectedly, like to come replace and take care of business, and that's what I expect every player to have, the sense of urgency. Any day you can be called, and when that man was called or that gentleman was called to come deliver, serve his nation, he did not even spend a minute thinking about it. He came, and what I saw on this pitch, in fact, all the players did well to give us that victory, the 3 points. I really appreciate that. But what he did as an inclusion, a new a member of the team, the way he was able to adapt. He was able to listen to the senior players like Partey and the Jordan Dems, playing with them in the middle, and I really appreciate his play yesterday. Inti Sebo really excelled yesterday. I hope that commitment, it will be there for a very long time. Now, Ghana Black Stars, Ejina Nena. So I think the coach should do better. His substitution, I had no problem. I don't blame him that much. I think we've been very soft on Otuado. I'm one person I've always tried to stay away from coach Nejuma all year and the selection near the day. But I'm beginning to think, say, coaches are coach Ghana, Otuado na we have given him too much room, to work, because time Otuado buy, we were exhausted. Yeah, tried so many coaches, and we felt to say, this guy has played Black Stars before, the same as Akwesi Appiah. But we thought to say, Otuado was bringing the new kind of coaching to the Black Stars, picking the younger ones and bringing them up. So we were giving Otuado chance to groom players, to make them get to that point whereby you World Cup on a day, near which your team is right. But it is looking like your team is still not there. And Otuado has a team he gets agitated when we try to push a little bit. I feel he's a professional, which I respect that, but he needs to understand to say, Oba Africa coaches or more Africa he is the one who got the easiest job. And when I say the easiest job, I'm say, for you to get a job in Africa as a national team coach, and your crown or Sanke Asako 3 times or 4 times from another job. Otuado came in without being a coach of any national team, without being a coach of any younger national team, whether Starlets, Satellites, Meteor, or whatever. Otuado never had a feel of any international team. Inti Otuado de Nkaushima, Ghana and Africa are the easiest route to be the coach of the Black Stars. And there are some Brazilians and world-class coaches around the world that when they get the opportunity to coach the Black Stars, they will do it. And I feel, the performance we are seeing, it should be above this, with all due respect to him. His changes sometimes is very suspect. Sometimes technical decisions to be taken, it makes people wonder. Team Nana, Eddie, experience, and I say the coach is adding something different to the team. Because you call the players and you know how to use the players. But it is sometimes decisions from the bench, from the coach, Mabusa will say, okay, at this point, are the players playing with their own experience and little knowledge? And now say the coaches do, because we have seen coaches, and I'm not trying to underestimate Otuado or try to force Ghana on him. Say do this, but Yashabo Kakra. I feel Otuado is a great guy, professional in everything that he does, respects every single person he meets. He shows that courtesy to younger people, older people. It's very difficult to speak in his face because he's the kind of person or control or some charisma be around him. And that charisma is respect. And it is always good when you meet people like that. It's not easy for you to just speak in his face and to show it to the point whereby but it is beginning to look like Otuado, I say, honeymoon is over. He's lacking a little bit. We need to be straightforward with him. The team is not in great shape. And Ubin Tumin can't say we need to give Otuado more time. Otuado at this point should have proven himself. And he's still struggling. So we share Black Star and Malia. Why Gilbert will say the team is a new team. I feel Otuado Abim. Otuado has had this team. Odomako World Cup in Yinaba. This is not a time for us to be thinking or experimenting. Even though he's on the last time I listened to his press conference, he's on top of the table, which is fine. But where we expect to be is not what we are seeing. That is the thing. It's not about you being on top. It's about you convincing us. You see, you convincing us to say, you can do it convincingly. It's not about a 50-50 thing. But the reason why I say, you have gotten to that point where you have grasp on the job you are doing. But what I'm seeing right now, what I'm seeing from you right now is that you had the easiest route to coach the Black Stars. In fact, the Milos and the Otto Festas and Akusia Pierce and those guys who came to coach the Black Stars, they went through the mill to get to Black Stars. But you, with all due respect, we just picked you and we brought you. So sometimes you need to also prove yourself. Because Senka baby, you should have resigned a long time ago. Yeah. But I think these young men too, they show you respect a lot. And they've gotten to that point whereby they also want to help you. They sometimes are playing a formation they don't even understand. Some of the formations, they don't even get it. But you see, I think the willingness is there. And with soccer, it's all about willingness. When the player is willing to play, Cristiano Ronaldo and Asa Messi, if they are not willing to play, game you will see one of the useless. But the willingness, the players they are willing to play. They are willing to give their all. But they need that top-notch decisions to make their work easy. But I think you fall short a little bit. I think the reality is what we saw yesterday or what we saw on Monday, any team here are determined to frustrate us in Accra or Mesheye. It is, let's not kid ourselves. If we make it to the World Cup, because what I am seeing, I'm speaking media coach, so nobody should say Kevin Taylor na also ni bibia, but kakra me hwe and me Senegal 92 me hwe all the way back me hwe bi. So enye ndena me start otu ado bobo nyina ye hwe o enti yemfa obo na obo no enye u coach na totally two different things. Enye obi onimbo obo bia na a good coach. But what I'm saying is say what we saw, the inconsistencies in your decisions and your play, it is giving us some reason to believe say one shot an upset will happen and World Cup one could be. So it's better you set up. It's better you take a day, you take responsibility. It's better you let Ghanaians understand. Say, because as much as I like you, I respect you, your demeanor, your professionalism, say, okay, some family bet in Tusu, menye. Because it's you really want to help Ghana. You really love the job. But I think you are not ripe yet to do this job. Maybe at Ghana, you have to do with our football, no? The anger in the people and the performance we are expecting, no? And the kind of players we have now, no? I don't think you are the kind of coach we need now. You are a coach, you need to learn a little bit more. Ukoshia coach bia or you good. Obe wikini within 20 minutes, obe good team, no? So, there's no hard feelings, coach. I like you, with all due respect. I like you so much, but I believe your next game, the next 2 games or whatever, you need to prove a point. You need to prove a point. Say, before we go to the World Cup, no, we should keep you. Because you've still not convinced majority of us, say, entering the World Cup or going into this World Cup, see a qualifier, you can make any mark. You have still to me improve still. I'm sorry to say this, but you need to prove yourself still. You are not convincing enough. You have still not convinced us. It's hard to watch the Black Stars. And the reason why people get so mad is because the kind of players now we shouldn't be playing this kind of football. Black Stars are lazy. When we went to Chad, we saw it. Black Stars are they played because of money before. That in the past. But we are seeing a Black Star, or we saw a Black Star yesterday, who were willing to play. But it's a Black Star that did not have technical protection. They didn't have it. It lacked technical discipline. Players wanted to be heroes of the day. Some players were not playing as team members. And this is what comes from the technical team. It will come from the coach. Because player now bono say onimsa the coach empesa onye. Onimsa oyesa they wait twice. The next game on Bobby. I think say all these things we see on the pitch, it should come from the bench. If the bench loses it, every player can do whatever they want to do on the pitch. Me, one person, I would have loved to see the Ayo in the World Cup, but it was your decision to drop the Ayo. And the Ayo, Ghana Blacks are there. And if you, as a coach, the technical head, you believe, say, the Ayo is not to that level of players we want to play the Black Stars, we respect your views. We respect you. It is your job, it is your office, and we have taken it. But you need to prove to us You can't just come into the Black Stars. You are paid $50,000 a month. Some incentives account and send the kakre film. But the amount of money you are taking when you go around the African continent, so many coaches in just ask no. You have no room to give us any excuse. No. I respect you, Debbie Ameka. And I know you are related to Akufo-Addo. People don't know. But that's not the reason why you're the coach. He gave it Taylor. Yeah, Otuado is related to Akufo-Addo. Anytime you guys get to interview him, ask him. So Kevin Taylor said, oh, but Coach Otuado, you're a nice person. Are you related to Akufo-Addo in any way? Yeah, we know you are related to Akufo-Addo. And we want you to work. Akufo-Addo didn't work. We want you to do better. You're a TikTok man. Very nice person. Do better. You guys should come to America. We want you in America. We want more people to come from Ghana to America to watch the World Cup. That's why we are talking. It's Akufo-Addo's family member. Do the best. Akufo-Addo himself a bomb, but they are smart. In time with Shiana, journalist for no, one guy say, we have heard you are related to Akufo-Addo. Is it true? Secret to be him. He is. But I like him. He's a good guy. All right, now let's take care of business. Hey, Kevin Taylor. And I want to stress on this team. How is it going? Are we good? Are you guys good? Yeah. My team, they are encountering some problems in Tiamenyumbre. How is it going, guys? Small problems, Binti. They are trying to see. Tell me, say, am I ready? And also when you're ready. Oh yeah. Madam will be texting me. Kevin, are you sure? Oh, yeah. Otuado is a good for his family member. You don't know? Oh, I like Otuado. He's a nice guy. And a very young man. He's very handsome, thick, tall. He's played good football in the past. And I still respect him for that. Only players. He's related to Akufo-Addo. Yeah, people don't know. It's one of those things. All right, team, let's go. It's one of those things I don't talk about, but people don't know. Say Ghana story or how, but I say Bibintina and I can say be. All right, now I want to show this to Ghana for. I am a registered member of the NPP Minjaye. I say me who be a MPP for ye. And I am one of you guys. I am one of you. And the only difference between me and them say, when I insult you, it hurts you people. Say, Kevin Taylor is insulting. Yeah, I am still one of you. And see, anytime my MPP be Jimmy, I bet you don't know. And like Kevin Taylor, moka say tia mo muhunipa ne me. Me minje party be a card wa Ghana da wo. Me nko party be a constituency meeting da a MPP nko. Me party number ni AS1738100000024K. Me party number no. Inti me obi anjina baby enka se oh Padmo JHS oboase na me register e. Inti me obi anjina 0244171 me number no. Me dues number no. Inti na me yase me tese MPP ni bi Jimmy ni akwache na. Omse na Kevin Taylor kasa ye no na Kevin Taylor di atam me a part of you. Inti osem kasa mu nipa na no ye na enua na Kevin Taylor di atam na da na ya nche no. Na ade na mo aban mu no mo anche me because ye nyina ye party ba ko ma. Sibi aba omi abusuafo nyina ye NDC fo no. Me so me MPP ni and me the evidence atrew where in Ghana no biko gusamete NDC regional office meeting ekuta NDC card. Has anybody seen me with NDC card before? Me oboase ni akora meje me card oboase. Enti mo amoto na MPP ni biko Jimia mo si han na Kevin Taylor na odi atam me ye mo me ka mo ho. Na me di ani anka say aban atab because ye Jimmy enti me di ma ye di ehun atab no and there's some huni pa ko di NDC ni atana NDC fo no ebia aban ema emra ni edwuma menka say Kevin Taylor me ye den. You people cannot sack me. I am part. Enti mu kika sansa na me ya. I am here because I am part of you. I am an MPP person. Me ngira baby ada enka say me nye MPP ni abra maji me di usedi no. I go for way. Abraham Jimmy Deuce edi mo amametua Deuce amaji sika de di no me ekọ me so na me ka se me nye MPP ni na hwan na betua Deuce na mame It is MPP ni minja ne enja ochra. But I want you people to understand, I am one of you. Into when you people go stand on TV, to obi jimu MPP na aban so mu na aban busa the questions are. I Nana Kevin Taylor no oh dia medi watem. Mi busa oh wa woto na oh yeah Kevin Taylor dia medi watem ma fro medi watem. Me MPP ni mapa. MP mapa. Inti memo bench da baby. Me pegane ni a obeba beka se NDC ko Kevin Taylor ko constituency ko gi NDC card. Me menje NDC card da. And I menje NDC card da. And I men join NDC da. Me MPP ni. It is a me di yemiamen ko fo atem na hawa na wa adwene oso so kwa di NDC fo atem na aban so mu a men ka se Kevin Taylor ka se me nua na o ka ye ho no because me kam ho me MPP ni and nobody can sack me. They also me NDC no onko go inti mumu bi ni mu agimi mu ye nipa bi anka ka se ye nua no di atem me ye ko opposition adenti na ye ntena se endwene adekodi enti ama ye nua Kevin ejina ye so am ye ko opposition na mu jimi na emra achemwa was Kevin Taylor na Kevin Taylor and there be hu video bi ana guy ye friend no Salinko ana meboa na me na Facebook na ko hu I Kevin Taylor na we di atem Salinko mindi na atem da wo Salinko ne maame mindi ne maame atem da Salinko mi hu no physical me hu ne da ba onim se me hu ne da ena me hwe na me se abrantie uni asem bi aka na Kevin Taylor ena oni kwase bi oni na nam New York esi police straight dog den and I'm say now Salinko asema wo king. But you see the most interesting thing is me kai in February me ba Ghana in February I was in Ghana. In fact NPP what power me ba Ghana 4 times. Me ba Ghana 4 times. Time my MPP what power I was in Ghana 4 times. But I don't say idea unim we jimi so we jimi nti o kasa ba heart me I don't respond. In February me ba Ghana. Even time what power me ba Ghana na mo bodam. Na because some of be GEPA, Ghana Export Promotion Authority. I have a friend there. So I had a meeting around town and I'm saying me faho. Into me call on your mom got in a reception. Me madam for no penny kakrapa or GEPA. My classmate, my good friend, my childhood friend. So I went to see the reception at Secretary said Tenase. Where Kevin Taylor where when Tenase. Man ka bibia na me Tenase. Metewa na Salinko betena menjen. The same reception GEPA February. Salinko na ogina ho e ka se Kevin Taylor didi atem e na de Salinko na ne nan mienu e de ye. Ana betere ncha onim nipa mpo ne te ho. Nti me wa na receptionist say oh secretary say oh boss is ready to see you and I'm call inside. Nti me call na madam for dinko am so what you guys are doing here is very good. You are promoting businesses, Ghanaian businesses, moving it outside the country, bringing Ghanaian products out of the nti I want am catch madam say oh me te ho no abrantie bi I say me hu no TV so the friend is Salinko or te ho no mo and I say oh yes Salinko say oh product bi or dey be kire GEPA na GEPA for mo na on export it na gari o say then gari ni sugar ya mixing in katia something like that and I'm catch madam say it is very important say such people no you help them because these are young people in Ghana even though but they want to be part of the industry driving a local economy no. So in February minimum Salinko no buy na nipa be bi ensatenim me and I'm catch madam so omon friend mra na omon hwe ntem na omon ti de obeka and I'm ja no hokoe Salinko for 8 years sa ne gari bi na oye usade na opeso export and they ku forward wentumi export wentumi anko GEPA obi ampo ama ne kwan ma ne wura GEPA under MPP Salinko me Kevin Taylor ya na metena hagina MPP so obi di nkwa so am se odi nkwase asem obi agimi am se wagimi ena me di bie Ghana fo ni ena NDC fo yo modwuma beka ho ena aban sesa ma wo ende Salinko utumi kotena GEPA em ma ko rasi office kwasea o se me di atem na nka nya atani am di ya nka wo abote se nka wo sa wo company o se de nka obetumi pa kotena GEPA say yentie because of people like us intina aban sesa and I'm what to semo and the mutumi ko abroche say me ya gari ton nyoma na ye nimu no mo sa nkwasiafo na Ghana ho no wo anya me enya NDC aban ba ya nka wo salinko MPP for ka mo de wo ye adwe anase amo de wo ye chenamato oboduane so. For 8 years you could not for once pick anything you are holding to any ministry for them to help you for 8 years. By NDC by no, a whole CEO gave you opportunity to come and sit in his office. You to speak. Say, ya for your crown to so, man for me, ma, enemy, me freedom and to so, and kakwasiate sa wa wonai se, muchi dying. Ka ubenya opportunity to try and even export your things. Mokasa Jimmy mu. Munya Mike na blogger Jimmy fu bi catcher say, kasape, na wokasa. Blogger Jimmy ni bi, me chow month no, I was there. Obeto me get I'm sure with him. Mobo, I say cry why abortion. Men I'm a catcher see was more opportunity to sit and tell your story. Because I'm paying back or Mike see with him. Jimmy for blogger been to Obeka Kevin Taylor. Do you know the work people like us did for this country to get to where it is for you? You, somebody like you, to be able to move up and down and say, I have a business, I want to promote it. You're a foolish guy. There are so many people sitting on social media, they don't know we help them. There are so many people on social media. They tell us nonsense. But you see, we have been working behind the scenes for long. And people like you, because your boy Jimmy Fona, your Jimmy Foni be more count. If you don't like my style, don't watch me. Let me show you this. Sa kwasi ampenyi we abronye. Wakoka nsema aban asonimu. Oye original chairman. Oye original chairman. Sa abronye we onoma peteshwiya no akotena TV so. Na kwasi we eti TV so keka nsem. Na me TV so keka nsem a ade ne besin de mo MPP na mo tim no munya obi amfa me nkogina court. Se munya mwa we a journalist now to TV so now and Kevin Taylor and odi ohini atem and I me say ohini na me di na atem na de no amfa me nkogina court se me di na atem me tiamra. Obi a me kan ho asem MPP mu bia odwen se embra ekire se o se otumi ko gina court echimitum no aden na monkofo nkwasiafo na mo hu figu MPP mu no miame MPP no aden ti na monko court nka se abrantie we akase etwime enti ohene kro no ene panyini kro na wo Ghana o se me kan asem na onye ebone on aden na on sign it court na si wo no yenye phone no enya phone o bebi a ye di asem. And for you to even sit on TV and say, nah, you see, me, I am a grown-ass man. Me too, kwa na mu bebre mu too kwa kwasi afo. Abroche na abafo na Ghana na mwa afo na Jimmy 47 and the Facebook aba na obi ekase bi. Assembly me kan wo TV so ni Facebook bia I still stand by it because I have the facts to back it. Kwasi we make statement against Ghana by na or facts. That's the question. He was making allegations. Yes, bra court ne be ya no also be town. Where Jimmy? So who say me tiamra ne anchi me ahwese wo ya tiamra ye nchewa. Adena mo Jimmy sa. You see, and mumu bi mumu MPP fo ni bi mukodi nkwasi asem ne ye chim say na Kevin Taylor na me na me ye medwuma. And a judge bi se me bumra. And also saying or the case atome so. Ede na me yire me mamionu ne me yire me twa business every America ebetena Ghana 1 month me the one lawyer come ho na me fa 2 lawyers or Ghana and na me the wura Supreme Court and na me coach the court to say with all due respect to the court I have a case. I didn't sit in America and say obi ntina Ghana ndi ma asem mami o. I had to fly to Ghana. Business with me myself and my almost $30,000. My expenses were Ghana and Kahun to come to the Supreme Court. To come to the Supreme Court, to stand before the court and respectfully tell the court I have appeared before the court with my honorable lawyer for us to make a case that Sam Rana judge in a share, Sebio, yes, you are some ka. Now, Emrana judge in a share, and my judge eloquently made his case. Kwasia. na motete Facebook na mure fi mu ho say de wo ye no emra wo ho na judge no ede me call court no say court engina me so no adai na manga say me nko court frame no say me call ye court frame no I went to the court. I went with my lawyer. Have you asked me how much I paid to get my lawyer to Ghana and 2 lawyers here? Have you asked me? No. It was here we better social media. Ended his likes. Na omu Jimmy no minimum brand say. Na Kevin Taylor can say. Odo ye bema kan. And then there, akwa na no sabotoi or chirimin. This is a whole regional chairman. Wait, or your regional chairman or the party nim a whole Bono regional chairman. Your answer to foolishness way party BI and answer for the DNM tonight and come release statement that this man has been suspended. And it's I said something. I say and tough one be no more MPP muno. You are trying too much to prove yourself. So many munyansa wa MPP nimu. But the selfish account for a woman, you whom some mumu be more Jimmy or MPP nim. Inti me who and tough one be no more MPP is Salam Mustafa and a Salah Cowdene. Mr. Mumu Jimmy because yani account for na ye MPP for a woman. Without due respect, Monta for the be no more party who some Jimmy. Yes, because. So won't tell me with all the respect now or your MPP near or person proven one track and for more party them. It is not it. You cannot prove yourself to us. Because MPP as a political party no yani munta for yani MPP for no ye munta for enti so be to party no o Jimmy na mo beka chance say hey we are regional chairman. I'm sorry. We are regional chairman. Ma akora bi kura nya saade we na wo tia no. You get it? Ma akwara bi nye na original chairman but na radio so na rebuke akwara no. Na beka say yen kasa sa. I run my independent platform. Me nko akwa me despite so ma me bosumi aketuo. Nobody has paid me in Ghana. No CEO in Ghana can pay me a Kobedu Taylor. Nobody. I run my independent platform. I decide what to say. So if you think I have said something against you in Ghana, or you're hinio, or you're software, or you're a politician, the court is there. Why don't you go there? When Chair Balfour said I should come to court, didn't I go to court? I went to court. I'm not a coward. I entered the Supreme Court. I made my case respectfully to the court. Inti mo amudidi TV so na mo Jimmy no. Send a moody kwa some social media. Wo di party denim na wo Jimmy say, "Ai na Kevin Taylor ye na me say koso na ye." Si MPP san komu ni munyansa anka na dwu yan koma suspend ya kwa we. Because this is a whole regional chairman. Abronye akwa weti TV so na o Jimmy kwahwe owusu bempa Ernest owusu bempa ne ho fi bi onu so TV so Jimmy. This is a political party leadership. Have they spoken about this? No. Kevin Taylor and I'm saying na mo Jimmy ana introduce how Kevin Taylor be ye na ye jana man ko na obi betimi atuma na. Nobody in Ghana can arrest me because me I have not offended anybody. I have not committed any crime in Ghana. Whatever was there, I have come to, at the end of the day, contest it. And to me, I can work anywhere in Ghana. Baby, I'm a Konebia want to me Kohontina Kevin tell about Ghana. Yeah. It's just an advice. MPP no Jimmy. There's no discipline in the party. There's no leadership. The people leading the party no Jimmy. And you see, I say the so-called also discussing this kind of conversation about MPP no be so emotionally attached to the party at this point no party ni Jimmy no the party ni Jimmy nechi into a whole regional chairman to radio so TV so Jimmy say na enye Jimmy ne me ye akani ya asantini enanka unim nyansa de na also woka kasi ye pese party we e ya kono biem. If we want people to respect us as a political party, this is a regional chairman. He needs to be suspended. He needs to be kicked out of the party. Now, there is a political party and there. Nipom di DHA aya campaign momo. Ebi I say frumponko. Ubo wana huna I say 5 kg baga ya body film. Na omu tetua form to say mankin. Nipemu mankin bi intentia nipemu mankin and omo ye campaign ma party. This is a party. This is not a zoo. If I'm going to be your standard, and I'm a part in a group, because the NDC sitting there, they know I am a full-blood member of the NPP. And Semishia NDC near Unimsa Kevin Taylor MPP ni. So he sees me as an MPP. What are you, the MPP, going to do for me to stop harassing you people because you are foolish? Mwe Jimmy, you need to start reasoning up. I am a full-blown MPP member. The only difference between me and one is say I am intelligent and I am speaking truth to you people. Enti modia enkofo go party nim na omu Jimmy, omu go party nim na omu Jimmy, and omu go party nim na omu Jimmy, and emu penifo Jimmy hwesala cow no. Hwesala na ndwie na anyway. Me too no for catch and say wo MPP for typical MPP you so ye ndwie o. Because any party no who you telling now show muscle you say we o ndwie betime yusu e dia ye sala. On sa sala nche ebe ka kire mo say jibi ye dimi go ro kotia ni akopre for mama da omumbu na na bi da jantre ni so general secretary da jantre ni so eye miracle aboaje mo da jantre for so wo sala nche se ko pebuom na da. And that was the advice I was sending to you people. Mumumra mudi MPP chino Salam Mustafa na yentwa ne kwati jimi no kwati boto no. Those people cannot bring you power. They cannot give you power. These are not castrated dogs. They are just following their emotions. And Kevin Taylor, you see what is going wrong in the party. Adena Abronya na police chain no. What did he do? Abronya need lawyers. Abronya lawyers, have they released a statement? Abronya is facing the court. He's not facing the police. The police decide how to transport a suspect to court. It does not matter whether it's a misdemeanor case, whether it's a criminal. It does not matter. The police have every right to protect you. It is an Abronya didn't see pick up a chi and a police liba kotin and chenya and can come one come hey then Abronya ba and a police liba and can ho. You're not a cage muswa my man also pompo beginaga say one tiasie in nine. The police are doing their job. The police is your friend. MPP, the police is our friend. Let us respect the police. Let us do what is right. And I'm not fighting him. And I'm Jimmy. And you're nyanka di mochi. Yet Yamu was a Kevin Taylor diatem. Na mwe Jimmy and Menya Dane. Member Bompire Mamo. Mwe Jimmy na fina member to Sabi. Monfre Abronya DC lawyer brase on release statement na on kyerem so mo call court na ede na judge ni gina so ka say wa remand Abronya sa na yetena wiase mo say nwan le shipe mo say nwan o le shipe 5 I say 9,000 and am di akiri on the track at 5-6 nev these on do track at all the said the ventra track just mo say in 9 pim and the party has no focus. Jimmy Way needs to be kicked out of the party. The same as Owusu Bempamo, your leadership, the party's leadership, wine. Because here wait to radio so Jimmy, or to Facebook Jimmy, or the IGP atom, or the fact if you say the IGP is corrupt, prove it. I have said so many people are corrupt, and I have proved it. Why is this fool not proving it? You can't just sit there and say, Ghana, no. Where is your evidence? So, because IGP a corrupter, prove to the world IGP is corrupt. This is the new Ghana. The resetting agenda is on. Everything has to be done right. Nansena President Tikasa, or say, people are abusing social media. And internet imrabiba. We need to check the system. Intimia committee, when I know the law, I will know that the Mekebiano, Minyadeng, I will send me the dance here, but I didn't know Kwasiebia ni Ghana to me sue me. Because nobody can come before the court and say Kevin said this without a fact. On hinia osi medina temono onko court. On hinia owo Ghana osi me ko medina tem a osi oyo on hinia dinisia konwa so no Kevin Taylor di matem me on hine we gu me hu fin on fa me wura court. Nobody, because everything I say no me won ngina so na aponchi we ngina so no. Mugu part my say nwan. My say toilet mu mmoa. Munimu nyansa. Munimu nyansa. Ka na edi Abronya bae no. every person be a police air transporting the above court. Nanka said that is the car they use, the Black Maria. Protection, 100%. In fact, so steady kind of Abronya by in a cry. The police were rather protecting Abronya. Imagine say, omo MPP mom pa Abronya asem, abegina so mbeso buhwe acid gu no ho. Anko bi hwengu Abronya so. You people are just mad. You are stupid dogs. You speak anyhow. You just want everything to be about you. If it is not about you, Kevin Taylor, and a Kevin Taylor, yes, and a Kevin Taylor is so okamo. Into mo kasa say your party ni Kevin Taylor. What's your for? Me nya this ni o. Me dan ho girem MPP because majimi di usedi. Enti maka and debia meka. So obi Ghana na ofili se maka asemetia no, me di natem na ohunu se metia mra sa nipa no over all the rights to take me to court. I have never shied away from that. I have never shied away. And American Ametino, so be started come asem na bom ding at the casem at me. I can also see you because you need to prove anything I'm phone to me bomidino. It is a ubo dia me and you be the Jamaica. I am my own CEO. It is an advice I'm my NPP for and say Kevin Taylor is part of you. Nipa send it to Martina TV so I can say I am part of a political party. Kevin is one of us. Kevin has paid his dues. Kevin has his card. He's still an NPP member. And it is a more Kevin Taylor sama. Mu se mo amunua. Mo asem na mo kano. Me kamo ho. Me ya doba. Me ya party ni ba. Me tia dues me kufu adu edi pen. Enti mamon kan te say Kevin Taylor ye outsider. Kevin Taylor on Kevin Taylor come home me MPP ni. The only difference between me and the money say me nyansa and I met tia ye ni ankase hu nipa. Ni enti kroma. Which year was that, Mr. P? And I'm going to letter some of the comma Edian Boabian someone and Edimo party nim. Some more letter comma me company New York Times so yimi ready. I didn't try my company now me be no. Meire is a shareholder. It is a me criticize the MPP. A whole political party. Boabian someone and Edimo nim. At now see a press conference say ye letter comma New York Times. That time I'm just say me a froye. Erade. But Jimmy you. And I'm also going to letter come New York Times say ye me ready. A young man. I'm a party member. Man ni nyina Ghana ho. Sa anyoma ni nyina amanye. Man yes anyoma ni nyina. Some ye. Did I leave the party? No. Me be gina baby ka say me pe party ni biom. Me ka be gina baby ka say me nya MPP ni biom. Still me ka de hye me to. Me do baby ane me yi. Enti mo kasa ye. Monkai de maya in the past. It is a metiamwa. It is not going to end today or tomorrow. The day now me take a decision, say I will nullify the party. Now will be any hole. When I took that decision, now will be any hole. I took that decision myself. Say until some party will make guno. I will never stop. A miame ho party me guno. And think this is the time you people have to start thinking. Enti yari kokuo na kohyem mumbusa lawyer say adenti na sade na kohyem adenti na abefre no kwasiafo kotode ne bodwe muti midin no double English name Kevin Taylor na mjun sem fantini we de froye na munim sem ya awiesu na mjun say fo first me ba na mhye white shirt ma bobo ne nsa fine na be ka bro for good evening, my name is Kevin Taylor. Tonight's show is going on to with your froye. Mr. P, don't even worry yourself. Go into your archives. Much letter, a whole political party. The whole party, including the president. Extra letter, some of the command New York Times. Yen pama me meyere. Kwasiafo. Na ma betina hande. Say, me beso so MPP so. Mame. Muni munyansa. Monfra bro nyamana lawyer mecheche munchiremo. Na atadwe ya chena hyemu a kwase bi te wo kasa ena Ghana yehu ena Ghana de ena ontumi nkasa wo a wona mo a wo hwame anadwe wo Ghana adenti na police nchie wo a wote ntebuom wote asenkerewa wo a wote boase wo a wo Ghana adena wo de police emebo wo purumum emmoa wo adenti abusa ho Adentini achia kwa we. Ayana sa questions na mumbu sam ho. MPP for we Jimmy. Omu ni munyansa. And when you try to let them know so much Jimmy na omu ina monkey no adre na show mumu no na adre na egu omakumem na omu start kasa omu no kankan Jimmy into that inner monkey when it shits inside them they speak and their mouth smells. NPP a typical MPP no mwe Jimmy yatia my former second vice chair I a friend Sammy Crab or say current process to unite members won't work or say process na ende mujine mu pesa mudi mu unite mu party enye dwuma yanko to ne yanko yi Baumia first na Baumia mbe na executives na pa emfa we na enhiomo kwasiafo right now ubu some question pe Kevin Taylor, am I the president? See, you started muslim your blogger. You started must say, oh, where the onye baby on kwasianko. You started must where the obi entie no. At the end there me din edamano. Me say I will rule the NPP for 42 years. My body achechira to so. It took sikagwa ko finchen. Obi antumi sisano. Busum ye ni obetuma dane no. Me say I will rule the NPP for 42 years. My body achechira to so de Holland snapper to so. Eda sikagwa ko finchen. Busum ye antumi dane no. And I have said it. Mwe Jimmy. Muni munyansa. Sit and look within. Kevin Taylor. Now just okay Kevin Taylor no win power. Ojen say onko fo ni Jimmy na ye chi omo a na ye de omo kogina asama no na omo yi omo no a ojen say no na be ma power. I will do what I'm doing. You see, the problem with you people in the Sami crowd ka kire mo almost said the party will implode. Almost say party no bibia ni omo tuma ya solve party the problem egu. Enti den e da ho tewa ka say ye di party chi moves. Mameka be binche majority of the people on social media, journalists, MPP for journalists for be na nyinanya any every single second. One, they don't have the numbers. So what is obi kasa tiame kasa twime ontumi bomi dia uni number. They want to use my name to make their numbers. Megu about 90% of the MPP platforms meguno, and they all know. Meguno. And you see, myself and my team, we do a lot of research and analysis. And you see, the good thing is, I have a lot of psychologists in my team. Yeah. Sa MPP journalists have only been now Ghana and right now, when they come on Facebook to do a show and our radio, they are trying to find a controversial statement. And even though they don't mention my name, they think that will make me respond to them. I only respond to people who mention my name. So I'm bomi din to us here. Na me hu so ni nyansa. Ubetuma bomi din to us we Jimmy am respondable. But so ubomi din to us here na me hu say well some respondable. Because when a mad person mentions your name, you don't need to respond. But when I get to know, say you are trying to make a little bit of a statement, I'll respond to you. And yes, saying so, a statement, I'll respond to you. The reason why they are struggling is simple. Now Mojin say after 2024 elections, I was going to go quiet. They thought to say I was going to change the style. Send Beya, they will be doing what I was doing for people to say they are doing what they are attacking. Now, the problem they are having now, and they say they were expecting me to slow down. They were expecting me to change my style. They were expecting to say, oh, the see how they say on the NDC for about power we into see how they obegum. To see the hard hitting Kevin, no, we are not going to see him that way. But they are seeing that nothing is changing. That is their problem. They are finding ways to stop me. They don't know how to do it. Because me, I don't know what is called, I am tired. I don't know what is called mabemebu. I don't know what is called, mabemebu. I didn't tell mabemebu. Mabemebu. Some of the ideas see me, mabemebu. So right now, that is what they are struggling with. Now, come on, expect to say, Anka power say na I will slow down Kevin on time back. Kevin back in the language in the best. No. Nothing is going to change. It is mumpe other means to do what? To be relevant. Now, as far as I am in the mix, just Lord Kenya, you have no space. Into a moment na Facebook omutumi ya interviews we are seeing na etumi kasa ebu beni na still their numbers are low. Because there's nothing attractive about what they are saying. There's nothing sensible about what they are saying. They are not pushing the people to their limits. They are not opening the minds of the people. They are just stuck. Their emotional journalism, emotional blogging, they are more attached to the party than speaking the real fact for the people to hear. And then you have a problem. Inti, I know you're mudding. Mimi Fantini. Sam Fantini Jimia, I will not hesitate. I'll tell them Fantini in the face. You are being very foolish. But omono, they are so attached to their tribe. So, omo tribe ni Jimia, omo timi bioma nupo kanjen say we die enye na ujimi. They can't do it. Yensi antuma gufin wa bontene abuofunu. Me ma me akua Monica antuma gufin ena me fambra onesi. Mwe Jimmy. So they cannot separate their attachment to their tribe, their clan, and whatever they are following from their job. Into a bus, they have to be realistic with their own people. They can't. Into do anomo to sebi. Now mubube. Papa ne Jimmy akaten say we Jimmy because ejumedi obedi Ghana your man to me no all ejumedi na odi ani nyina. At the end of the day we were paying him or her. You get what I mean? We were paying him or her. It is what you to say obeye aban ejuma. Then you have to be ready for the consequences and the criticism. It could be harsh. You cannot determine how criticism should come. That is what you people need to understand. The moment obeja tum say media ban sika ya ban ejuma, media ban ejuma ya politics no, the criticism coming, you don't control it. It is up to me to make sure the criticism does not land me in court. Until I have to be factual about my criticism. It could be soft, it could be hard, but I need to have basis and facts to protect that criticism. And it's if you don't know that, now I will say, Kevin Taylor ye way, intimism koebia we akwasiaba. Ube huna uda jail. Now Kevin Taylor is still enjoying with his family because Kevin Taylor has principles. It is not about how you feel and about changing how I criticize. I don't criticize softly. I criticize harshly. And because I know there are laws, I criticize with facts backing it. But what about you? So almost some more bread and they cannot get the people's attention. It is because they have allowed their tribe, their clan to lead them in their job they are doing. I will not hesitate. Why should I hesitate? So I will need Jimmy. Na ma better say, me ma me awuneni nti, ya ma awuneni bi adwuma se onye, o Jimmy, na me tia se we de ya awuneni nti me ntumi nka. It makes me stupid and foolish. The same as me papa ya mfantini, ya ma mfantini adwuma se onye. Na mfantini ni Jimmy. Na president amane adwuma se ondi. Na mfantini ni boka o Jimmy, okasa ba heart. Na me tia scandal aba o ya mfantini nti. Na me nkwa na me mfantini. I am going to let you know we are Fantini, but with Jimmy, do what is right. And that is my principle. And it's not Koni to me shame, Enzimani shame, Auneni shame, Asante Fordo do shame, because they know. So I brand here way dear on Fancho. And I brand here way will tell you what the truth is. And that is what distinguishes me. And I say the distinction between myself and these people. That is why they still don't get it. How is this boy? They say, oh, I can't video did them. No, the people listening to me, they are 1,000% intelligent than you people criticizing me. Because what say, a brand is the fact. Now, and most of them, 99% of them, they watch me every night. Yeah. Inti, Abronye, Osha Black Maria, we are protecting him. The police is your friend. The police, the police is your friend. I believe in the police, and I like the way they protected Abronye. Friday, Oba, that's what I say. Judge Nitia Semno. Now Abronye lawyer to me making a good case, and the judge will give him bail. Why not? And your mind if you deserve bail, why don't we have to give you bail? Intimunyi na mombompa ma Abronye lawyer. Wakofa krasini lawyer jina hon to me defend Abronye. And wakojina court intima convince the judge say the client no has to go home. Na kwasiama be jina you demonstration. Mo MPP mo sa mo leadership no nsremu fo na mo mu nsremu dwan. Mo Jimmy. Me kai say mo ko akwetia baaye. The police is your friend. Na ntwie started say okasakasa. Salakao no mu. Salakao. Ana JFK or ya Santiriba or call radio station be. So ko tie radio sa interview na. Me minimum people before so me tua dius wom. Inti me a member. And journalist who say radio presenter who say ko minini na oton busa and say na yate se nantwie ne say moko akwetia no na mo ne ajantrafo na mate egu omo so na ono de oda buom. So hwe JFK ni ma ne body language ne facial expression we dey with Jimmy. So wo hwe na de besi wo hwe n'anim a the first time akwa ne cast asem no was through na opese o can say me say we dey with Jimmy. He is not like us. Mustafa, a national youth organizer of the MPP. National youth organizer of the MPP. Thank you very much, team. Salam Mustafa, any interforum DMPP anymore. Say nana bi mo, Justin Koduamo, sa asante for boys ni shia, omu santa for this omo Jimmy. They don't respect them. Omu some who cry a thing, they don't give them any respect. And itina, every time be a confusion, be see a court gate anono. Who say nana bi jina ho. Hey, yantiasie. Who say JFK jina ho party secretary. But debiano sremu join for no eno use omo. Why is it like that? Because omu said that is the dirty work they can use some of them in the MPP to do. And then debiana me caution omo no. Sala nentwie no. Ekoba no. Inti let's not sit here and make it look like say the ekoso no eyemra na ekoso. So obi fumo intende Ghana no obi di ngwazama me anje no. Miti kroma ani nyina te Ghana na yete say judge bi ese or the case bi to Kevin Taylor so amanfo gina radio so ye jubilation. Adentra near believe in the police and the law. Anameboa. Near nti kroma ha. Did you ever hear me on TV or radio saying say member court no? Obiti bibi sa Afriman no da. Did anybody in Ghana here say, yes, say, yeah, the case I took Kevin Taylor, so Judge Cheba for say, that Ben will be who know free Facebook and YouTube and TV, so can say, member court, no, on funny question, OBTB. No, I gave the court that respect. Out of respect, I did not even address the matter because I didn't even know it was me. I didn't even have an idea because the name they were mentioning, it wasn't even my name. It was later. And my counsel catch them and say, this thing is going around. Can you address it? And my counsel, my counsel should address it. I didn't even know it was me. There's a distinction. I brought your general radio so a catch there. We're regional chairman. How do you defend this in court?
Kroma yebeka. Omsebo mi ari pranko. Tie. Yeti kroma ene yebaye hufi yo. Yebaye hufi. Yeti kroma and a former president be. Onyem ni spokesperson yire ewo kroma
former president
yes kroma
in this republic
onyem ni spokesperson yire
yes
onyem no ewo kroma
ewo Ghana
and mama na yesa.
Oh, are you serious about this?
Masa, I'm telling you say ni spokesperson yire
ni spokesperson ben ni spokesperson ben
no bi wo ha
ni spokesperson ben
Masa kwahwehwem emre bi from 20
because me say John Jinapa is the spokesperson, Ben Duche Malo is the spokesperson, Mahama Yarga is the spokesperson,
and Mahama Yarga.
Madam,
and I'm saying Mayi, Mahama Yarga, Doche film.
Aka John Jinapo.
Madam, and I'm come say John Mahama, the spokesperson here. On you know
what dance CD.
Oh, Master, what dance I may but see your men for crying metro.
No, okay, what dance
I may catch you. What from me? I'm so much here, baby. Something when you know,
you sit there and you tell me, and they are froze, Kwasia, we make na court in Yadi way and obey to Yano. Now, Yenya Obia Wafe Akorase or ye MPP youth organizer, national youth organizer. Nema Amia Konia Feno say, I ordinary national youth or Kasakwasia. Actually, with Jimmy. Anytime I say Muslim, Mufoni Bina, Mudi MPP, Mumubi Mwe Jimmy, Munimu answer. Yanya come for a MPP, we may use some more. Quataboto for now, more MPP for be, say Mufoni Bina Mudi MPP, Mustafa, a youth organizer, say, no, Salam, Mumwe Jimmy, Mone Kala Salmon, Kala Salaka, Mwe Jimmy. How do you defend this? This is a regional chairman. This is a regional chairman. What has it? When people speak and without facts and make allegations, when people speak without facts make allegations without facts, what is supposed to happen? What is supposed to happen in a country? And it's not Maka. Mrs. So he be or Ghana. Say police ni bi soja ni bi Ghana ni bi say Maka say tiano. Emrano hon famindi mrane. Why haven't we seen anybody walk to court? Let me show you this. Ya check kwasia we nti ye nyina ye nkoda. Akwa ne ho fie ne mu kankan we ya che nti. We should all and Kevin Taylor address the core issues. MPP na mo Jimmy. This happened in this country. Me ba chama DB. Me adebia me be ye mo MPP no. Man who claimed IGP was recruiting fake police to kill citizens during elections, jailed 4 years. Abrantewe 2024 obiena no ka say dan pare recruiting kofo bi masan kofo no den botuo se na be MPP be win elections ye jailing 4 years. MPP ni be na sorry kasa ti ade we because no ye NDC ni, and I'm not equalizing anything here. I don't even know which political party he belongs to. Or NDC, I don't care. But the law worked. You're jailing 4 good years. Or make allegations. Did he have evidence to it? Was he able to prove to it, defend it in court? No. He's in court. Did you see any MPP person, Salam Mustafa Kwatibotono, did you see him on TV arguing that everybody has the right to speak their mind? Did you see any of the NPP leadership sit on radio or TV to say Kevin Taylor did Abrantewe adene yachinatum? Did you hear anybody? I don't know Jimmy sa. I don't know mwa. I don't know nimu nyansa. I'm with the party nim and yenya entwamwa enkwasiafo ma eso somoso. Who should walk out and vote for a political party like this? Who in their right senses? I don't know where the money demonstration and can say there's freedom of speech and that the country is going down and that we are going to demonstrate. I didn't want demonstrating against this because the person said something against the IGP. He could not defend it and the person was jailed 4 years. So why didn't you people get on the street? But when this happened, you MPP, you were in power. Your president was in power. Akufo-Addo, who says he's a what? Akufo-Addo, who says he's a what? He is a human rights lawyer with that certificate. He was in power. Godfrey Dame was the attorney general. He prosecuted this guy. None of you guys, none of the so-called, we are intelligent, the country, why is this happening? Why have they arrested this person? Nobody was on TV saying I'm going on demonstration because a young man has been jailed 4 years. Abrantewe. Abronya ponchiwe ochina Abrantewe. What then wa abronya wa echa Abrantewe. Na ochina yede na kwagina court say onyi sa asem na no a abronya obetwe ya no. Oyi ano a not the evidence ba onna onko ofie. So why are you people making it look like say and there obidin kwasi asem wo Ghana yentumi nchi no. Now you see lawmakers. Now look at this. Look at this. Hwe kwasi we are you hu no two we. John Intim Fojo. Look at this. Kwasia we di nipa ni mu asen south. Kwasia we so onyame nipa. Hear what he wrote on Twitter. Kwasia we Intim Fojo. A stupid fool. Na me di atem obi se wedi penyini atem. Kwasia we menyini chen no Intim Fojo na funu na soso chen me. Kwasia we a onyenyem nkofo yire a o se oye sofo. Hwe kwasia di wokochiro Twitter. Kevin Taylor insulted and threatened notable people, including judges, chiefs, clergy, president, among others, and was given state security escort to court in a Land Cruiser Prado under Mahama. If I take this guy to court tomorrow, can he prove all these things? Can he prove it? Can he prove that some security person, the president, can he prove that the president gave me security? Can he prove that when I came to Ghana, I was given a, can he prove it? Kwasiawe or a lawmaker. Kwasiawe. Kwasiabawe, Jimmy Fowe. And your politics na ayafua. You see, Jimmy ni we reverend. Ejina ni penim. Kanya mesemu. Kwasiawe jina ni penim. Inti when I enter the court right now and I make a case and I say Kwasiawe embe defending what is his basis? And he no bejina. Can he prove that the president actually gave me security? He goes on to say Azoka is walking free after assaulting Chairman Masaudu and threatening Honorable Afenyomakin, our minority leader. What is happening to that thing? The police have opened investigations into it. He goes down. Chairman Abronya, on the other hand, was arrested in a dramatic manner, remanded and put in Black Maria to court like a hardened criminal. What is this? Kwasiawe, look at this fool. Politics na yafu. Mumusa in team for jo kwasia we say oba parliament and then other kwasin south. And you as a member of parliament, you should speak with facts. You as a member of parliament, you need to speak with fact. Kwasia we started say cocaine. Mumusa say the cocaine case ne kosi saying cocaine na also wa kohuna wen. When nyame be kunu wa sorry dem ogyani penim, nyame be man heart attack obewu. Kwasia we nka no kore. Nipa fin and I can't kwasia some because in the name say I'm a politician. Why should I respect such a pig? Kwasia we started na me hu cocaine wa ha, and me hu cocaine wa ha. I didn't we jai cocaine asabeka because obi ka chen say ojimi obeko court. Because of politics into why na no dwom. Mumusan say I didn't own raise cocaine issue ni back. So today, say me back Ghana, I bring my lawyer. I get 2 lawyers in Ghana, and I tell them to look at this statement and take it to court. Obega say, this Ghana police court, you're picking now. Obega say, I'm going against the law. Because what he needs to prove, say, president, the president of the republic actually gave me police escort and a national security. He needs to prove beyond reasonable doubt. Into some case, we pay 50 million Ghana, and that he has defamed me, and he wants to connect me to where I'm not supposed to be connected. Can he answer? I don't know where Jimmy Namugu party ni Musa. We can see who. We can also enter court. Yes, I can enter court the same way kwasia way moti MP itibugu party mu say moa. Muni munyansa. If I get my lawyers ready to sue you, can you prove that Mahama gave me security? Can you? Can you? Na kwasia way ni nam Ghana, ne ho fun say. Ne ho tan Mr. Sir sit in magic. I will take that seat. And I will take it with development. Me just a seat in the same. Obetuma a stro. I will take that seat. I'll cut him into pieces in politics. I said nam egu plate so. Literally, make you try to get ma obey less with the penny. Make seat no. Kwasi for when in Ghana near friend Reverend. Ni hu fi we gina ni penim e din kwasia nkofo yerenom ewo south asen south na kwasia we e back and forth na me ne wo ye the taxpayers money tua kwasia we ka mumusa ne say the cocaine case no start here no how did it end otumi prove here mo end this ne ka sam chira monte mamenka bibi nchira mo. The earlier you people change your style and let Ghanaians know the truth about your party, the better for you people. Because your president is me, NPP. The party belongs to me. I decide how the party is run. I decide the future of the party. I decide who should lead the party. I decide. So the earlier you people sit down to analyze yourselves and analyze the party and make decisions for this party, you are not going anywhere. Hey, the NDC can decide to do 70% of the things they've promised Ghanaians. You can still, 50%, you people can never come to power. Ghana for nyankwasiafu. Ghana for omo nyankwasiafu. Na mobedi yeso Jimmy amu Jimmy no. When you say Ghana for yes, and tam to me make kufu are ne gabi biem. Yantam to me Emma Mubium. Yantam to me Emma Moken. Yansan Famamo. You people are crazy. Now, Mumianko, Auna Memu. The interesting thing about Auna Memu say, oh, Hinibian will be allowed, say, Begalam say, oh, it's a wonderful place. And if you're a tourist watching me, an African American, a white person, come across this video, there's a place in Ghana called the Volta region. One of the best places to live. When it comes to tourism, natural tourism is in the Volta region. So if you're watching me, this is the Volta region.
Amejope sits on the Togo Atakra mountain range, 685.8 meters above sea level. It is identified as the highest human settlement in Ghana. It experiences hazy weather with a temperature between 27.7 degrees Celsius and 19.0 degrees Celsius. The latest addition of 2 sacred sites to the community's catalogue makes it a more desirable tourist destination in the West African sub-region. We took a journey along the Egemi Mountain to the sacred Egemise, the Dark Forest.
We are entering the Egemise, that is the Dark Forest. And so this is not a place that any kind of person comes. It's only some specified people. But now that we are opening it up for the public, it's very important that when you come, this water here, there are some leaves and things that will purify you before you can have access to the place.
Discovered between 1869 and 1872, between Mount Gemi and Egemi Tigo, Egemise helped the Evedome and Amejope people to deploy a tactical warfare leading to the defeat of the Asantes. The valley, measuring about 100 meters deep, was where the Asantes were ambushed and crushed with rocks rolled along the Gemi mountain. Togwegan Kojode the Fourth of Piki and Osawa Pechi of Amejope led the warriors to record the resounding victory and the last tribal war witnessed in the area.
So it was then that they started rolling stones from the top to the down. So all those who were in the valley here, the big stones were rolled and it was hitting them. Some were shooting. And because they are in stones coming and it was just rolling over them, that killed a lot of them.
The Oneme served as the base of Osawa Pechi, who fired a gun loaded with bullets and the sacred cloth used during menstruation to neutralize and weaken the spiritual forces of the Asante warriors.
So we invite all forms of people, the tourists, those who are adventurous, and those who are interested in the history. They should come and witness for themselves. The Gemesi, the Dark Forest of the people of Amejope.
Fred Kwame Asari, Joy News, Amejope. Amejope.
The Dark Forests of Amejope. And if you are groups in Ghana, Mope baby to go hiking, to go put up tents, spend the night, beautiful weather. You want to feel nature. Bibi oha wotia anopa adechia anoma kura nsuma wonte. Ahemfo no de aye galamsey ma anoma ni nyina adwane. Ye won kurubu o Ghana. Ye de ensase ni nyina aye galamsey ma ende adeche kura anoma mpo nsuma wonte. Udu Amegepe anase ede Amejope. Udu Amejope. Anopa 4 but anoma bi e wo wiase bi obete nenka obete times obeti achim police obeti antrohwe obeti eye de bola bed omunyina esu ekoba obeti eye emmoa papa obehu eho na obehwiam frem apa aha obian fa ne nsankan ye ense asase no se ye tubula ho na wonum a obehu se yes wanum eye kure mu nsuo eye osofo a ye frɛ no eye de eye prophet 1 ne bure mu nsuo no ebi okura oba be why so obetubi wo eye de anwona mem because nsuo ne eye papa. So if you are a group, you are a company, you want a place to go sightseeing, this is the place to go. If you're watching me and you're not Ghanaian, there are real places in Ghana. And I'll be honest with you, there are some places you hear about every day. It is dusty, it is infiltrated with Chinese, galamsey, chamfine, and we are trying to take them out. But if you want a real place to visit in Ghana, upe krua ahemfo no sebi o omadwene kwechire omodwene omoma Black Volta wo ho asase no mabɔ ho ban omunda da ikrom wofo emfa asase ne nya galamsey embetena TV so nkan kire se hwinsi ya eya honamemu ɛhɔ na ahemfo no adwene omonkɔfo ho wedwa ne buofu intimenya da minjai me ma me krom na me ka kire wo no ɛhɔ na me ma me free and I am proud imbre bi bedu nipa bi besalai ewa hunamemu apensu anom ahemfo bi ebesuma etu nipa se yesrɛ mo monko ayahunafo no ho na monka gye so omomfa nsuo no bi mrɛye enso na kechiri fresh water ebedu mrɛ bi ahemfo bi nya nsuo nom omba bo omosesa omba besisi omo estate ewa ahunamemu na omo di omo hene efiri ahunamemu e kire omo nkofo se monda na yete ahunamemu num nsupa ahenie saa na wo se represent. So your henia, you need to represent the future, and the future is protecting today. So if you cannot protect today, and today you think you can destroy today and make the future better, now on your henia unim answer. And I him for now more area we are protecting the forest, the environment, the water, the nature around them. They are thinking the future. This is what we need to preach. I am proud to be a Voltarian. A big one, very, very proud. When I came to Ghana, I traveled with my family to Ada. We went to Deep Vault. My kids were excited. It wasn't dusty. That you could see green leaf in Futroniso. You could see birds. You could see just a creature, sir. On a normal day, you don't see in Ghana. That it is serene. In Siota, ote in Sio Pampine. And that is how you build. And you cry timua emuko ye munipa ye nkano kre galamse twa enwechi ya se brim ye be say galamse ye be jai galamse kwa na ye sa na ye kontokwa ye tumi hye kwan tai wo kwan finfin na ye tobo aden a ye say ya sase na aban pese oje asase no ye se ye ntiase imbre bi beba ahemfu bi beton magudie ombe nane egudie omotesu nyina de aba se ye pensu anom imbre bi beba ye jirem alaji fama omo ne mfa nhihye so. All right, thank you, Alaji, for giving us this break. Osha adiasano unim de oso ye.
Se wani kuma kokoda. Se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den emaye. Se wani kuma kokoda. Se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den emaye.
Party way. Omo Jimmy brutal. So because no the brutal so a na say okrampo de ye tu ogate manke ye ka say we Jimmy e normal but ye ka say we Jimmy brutal kire say etc omo Jimmy mensi ye to aba ma party lose ka bibi o say ai we ni kuma kokoda I pity ba obi o kwasi am pay na $7 million share to o da come about to dan e London Obejina so weni kum akokoda weni kum so akọ isi ne mbo utuo chese omo Jimmy we no David. Now assembly sia wo se adwudwom Ghana for ehu de ekọ. The President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, ochina 8 p.m. he will be meeting the press. We intend see President Mahama say he's availing himself Ghana media strictly by invitation obi amrambe to nano. When your friend the president na nyamumu anase Jimmy we ena nipa odi nipa so we ena sebi odi bibi odi besio enti President Mahama say ende or catch the Ghana for nyina say ono onya chichide o onya special needs president onya toy president or a president who knows his job and that he is going to brief Ghanaians. Now on tro question ma obi a or say eye ensem trofo mombrambe busa na no asem na mo majiminti insamchirafo no minim so ochina mo kono president jinamonim ko na mo ye Kevin Taylor because you people see me as the president. I beg you, my president is John Mahama. At this point, you know, some MPP for no journalist for no any journalist for no mo Ghana no say and direct mo na yan sharpen ma adwene how to ask questions sir. Almost go you know Mr. President Kevin Taylor, Mr. President Kevin Taylor, Mr. Into ochina no I am not the president. I am somebody. The president is Mr. President John Dramani Mahama. You are going to meet the president. Ye Jaguars ya for ochina ebe Kevin Taylor nkwa. Oh, please sir, can I talk? And omo free Nicaragua so boba no. Omo beduru a ohwe omo nyina share tepe. Mr. President, good evening. Obedun kran wo hu epo, obekabrofo, obetiti ntem. Mr. President, you know our people in the Ashanti region. No ejina, no adwene ho kakra wa Asantim, ansa na wa convert it. We like Ghana. And Mr. President, no ejina, no adwene ho kakra do da kwa Asantim no obu ni be asoro be chechirim. We want to know, is it because or it is because no ejina kakra no adwene ho kakra do da kwa Asantim no obu ni be do da ba ditim asoro babrofo. Yam pesa mo be sa ochina President Mahama. Ochina de behu bebre ai eche Mahama sibia President Mahama tie no beka so amanfo feel free no monka kasa o pe enye sa na Mahama nkasa na be yenjudwom asamasi ai it Mr. President ochina I beg you tell them to feel free. You want to answer all the questions. In fact, any language they want to speak in, they can. At least if you have somebody to translate, some of them that you don't understand, they can translate to you for you to also respond. So, Mr. President, Ochina, I beg you, Senko for ba, Nicaragua for ba, catch them say, Omudomo pa mon kakasa no mo peno. Omuntu sebe, no mun jujum, na mo answer. Because over to barrier na say Messi, and it is not me who didn't do it. Oh, it is you. It is the blind blade. Into Mr. President, Ochina, mo feel comfortable. This John Mahama, you are meeting an intelligent president who is on top of his game. And don't forget, Kwachofosu is there and Standogbetu is there. So if you go and misbehave, you know my two guys, they will take care of you. It is a own power once a man. Answer your question and go and sit down. Okoye, Mr. President, your shirt is nice. Baby, look what Tano. Kwame Dinkra, so a journalist, so a high life musician, so Tom Breko, or Bejina, so no MPP, MC. Now, no, sir, Buta. Mr. President, you know, yeah, that chair 17 year free commercial bar, so to you more, so a journalist, said the end or your onwangasa or your him MC, or say a dear MC, Juma Oye, Kwame Dinkra, or to Kumasina concern journalism. Conconsa, a MPP ama, MPP MC, I and the Cassetian and Kwasaka, or Chinesimina Mumbra Chrome, Obiama Helpo. Oh, yeah. Ochina yeso bia mehwepo ebu asoche pepa moba mo bia nkoto apu mo de obekọ ye kasa kire mo amonte no ye kasa kire mo amonte no mo amobedu anadwi mo ntena dem ankran fufuo ni ho saa ankran fufuo ni ho saa enti mo amoba no mundidi na moba mabedi amu aguso na eduane ni nkran me ka che Nicaragua fo ochina anope mu amutu anadwi no mundidi o me ka se mundidi amote ase atadwe ebunobunu eye de otwe bini monhuru mfandi fufuo ansala bodu krom because ochina no eduane ni nkran o mo nko na wo ho mo nkran ko atalia na wo ho nkran wudu a eye de indomie and spaghetti tea enti mundidi ansala mo aba me kasa kire mo so a mo be call about the area mamon ko top nim na de wo be ko Nicaragua for journalists na mene mo kasa no mo amode ntoma ntade ba no mo nto so anopa baby amo beda na dwi mo make sure say anopa no magi iron atoso minim say dodo ro be sha ntoma ntade yeah ntoma ntade the shoe on say your shoe and your shoe ntoma ntade the shoe na mo be she that shoe na lines bi da so no mo amo she half shoe no ma yenim say mo ba be sha ntoma ntade the belt mo amode ntoma ntade ba no mo make sure say ochina matu na nopa mo bankran ahankran international airport ahade etufiri akọ Germany yetufiri akọ London and yetufiri aba UK and US enti bebia ma wa na Ghana na mo ba no enti mo bedura Mahama ho no wo yeja mo so amoya ma na mo ba no yesre mo ntoma ntade so dress no mo nto so na mo bankran aya mo nto spray ai Nicaragua for obedwa ochina de mewu. Mr. President, Kevin Taylor, or Kevin Taylor, but I want to tell you people something. Yasremo, fufu di kumas in Krayo, and I make a Kwame Tanko. Niti, I see international 55 George. Kwame Tanko, I see international 55. Fufu nin crying. May catch them. Into the Medina Agui, Mundisa, Mundina na, Thursday, I must do. Mo a move free Kumasi Abankran, Ababeshia president no. Sanadwi mudi fufuo enda anadwi a. That means Wednesday fufuo ni nkran. Thursday enyumbre na benya fufuo di. Inti mon cycle mo adwene. Membe munamuna woni mo nkran. Na stand up the time. Ofosu kwachi the time. Inti ya bana se ma refreshment kakane mo bia slice of bread. Any some small drink bia. No me sagu yem. Membe miemia woni mta die nie. We di asenya de. 2 days wonni fufuo. Inti mon cycle mo. Alaji for more ones na mato aso. Alaji. Thank you, Alaji. Inti moment to us into Ochina. President John Dramani Mahama to face the media on Wednesday, 10th September 2025. Nana the Dankwe Kufuor be the president 2019 pe eno media. Oshia omodo your true questions ma Kwame Dinkramo. And Kwame Dinkramo Mr. President, your shirt is nice. Oh. Hey, Mr. President. Na onyonko ni tia is no enteno jina. Jimmy sa no mo de ko ye. Omo musa question bia. Where the President Mahama so bia for the question free film. But Ochina no ya per se emam tias yes nyoma bebre o ho ambetu bebuta questions. And I know 90% of Ghanaian journalists they watch me. Ochina nyoma bebre o ho ambetu bebuta questions sir. We want to guide you people. Tomorrow when you get the opportunity to ask the president questions in Ebinye, you can ask from lean government. Mumuta President Mahama said, or can lean government as we speak. Has he reduced the ministers from 30 to 23? Cabinet ministerial appointments at 60. John Mahama will reduce a ministers or better and the Kufuor in Tochina. Mubetu bebuta the question so afa what we call lean government. Ebona or share, how is he dealing with it? How is it going? Is he being efficient? The ministers so far, the smaller number, is he really helping? Has he cut budget? These are questions you need to ask the president to test him for him to give you answers. You people can also ask questions on ban on first class travel. The president actually put a ban out there. Say, luxury travels for government officials, Mumbusa president say, how is it going? Has anybody flaunted the law? And then these are the questions, the line of questions you need to be asking the president. Send a president, able to mamo answers because he's prepared for you. He's open. He's a president who is smart. He's a president who is sociable. He's a president who will not make you uncomfortable. And to feel free and let your questions may guide them. Nicaragua for na mobano. Baby, it is an asset declaration enforcement. Mandated public asset declaration by all appointees. Omoba and Omoka say, mandate say obia a declare asset. Government officials, any appointees of John Mahama. Mumbusa President, Mr. President, how far appointees obia declare assets. And these are questions, sir. I also Mumbusa questions. When I bet to Mama President, I'm answers. And Mr. President, your shirt is nice. Mr. President Kevin Taylor, Menya President, Mokwa President no China, Nicaragua for journalists for so amotin kram yem kurase for mumfa lessons in free her. Code of conduct for appointees. Mumbusa Mr. President, you spoke about code of conduct. We want to know. Say the code of conduct, how is it going? Your appointees, are they comporting themselves? If you also have some reservations, you can ask the questions on that and say, Mr. President, this is what we have noticed. What is your take on it? Into questions around code of conduct, and also adebia mobile to me ebusa questions. I am helping you. Mumudu do mo Jimmy, muni questions answer ebisa. Anything I may buamo because Kevin Taylor and Menya President. Now. BB is a Constitution Review Committee. So, move to me, ebusa questions. How he established to assess and propose updates to the 1992 Constitution. Mr. President, NDC by an Constitutional Review Committee. Saying, Mr. President, have they presented the report? How is it going? The committee members. These are questions the president wants you to ask. Now, Ghana for answer. Because President, he has a lot to do to speak on. Issues about governance, advisory council, and also you can ask the president. You propose to improve political accountability and human rights. Right now, maybe there are some things going on. You feel say people's human rights have been trampled upon. Ask the president. The president will have to answer you. May guide them or may mamo classes answer mako Accra. uko duro na uko Jimmy watch na ne betena ha ne edi watema me ka say Kevin Taylor o didi atem me din kan am guidance me din kan a lecture mo how you do journalism. Well, ask your questions around these things. Now, when it comes to something like a year anti-corruption and legal accountability, Operation Recover All Loot, your friend oral, you have to ask questions. It was launched to prosecute corruption cases and recover stolen assets. You can ask the president questions around oral. Why haven't people been prosecuted? Mr. President, this is what you said. You have been in government for the past 9 months. What is happening? Why is the Attorney General not prosecuting? We have seen a couple of people arrested. These are questions that President is expecting you people to ask. And he's willing to answer you and to ask questions around oral. It's not about Kevin Taylor. Mr. President Kevin Taylor. Mr. President Kevin Taylor. I am not the president. Mr. President is tomorrow. You are meeting Mr. President. So I am guiding you how to ask your questions. These are things that are very vital. And yeah, because Obama fata de amba enkran boutique no interne boarding into fantomata de bra. You can also ask questions about investigations into abandoned projects. Targeted misuse of funds in projects like the SkyTrain and National Cathedral. Mr. President, Mr. President, what has happened to the SkyTrain, the National Cathedral, the project? What is happening? The investigations into it. How far are we? Has the Attorney General briefed you? Where are we now? These are questions you need to be asking. Ebinsi Ghana, the men are made journalists or Ghana because Mumudu do Jimmy, questions busa. These are things you need to be asking your questions around and push the president. In the president never answer. Now opportunity, you ask a follow-up question. A follow-up question and say, oh, per clarity. You want the president to make emphasis on a particular statement. I want to ask here. That is what we call follow-up question. You need to basically try and get the answer you want. Mamu ko jina Jimmy Kobusa unnecessary question. Mr. President, ya tesa abronya ya Jimmy nebi ya nyesa hadi ni bi wo ho. Now, Mr. President, Kevin Taylor, I am giving you a poor answer no chinama ko chro you know, what's it? Where journalism was in a mayor or Hano, what's your for? Ghana. Now, there's something about election death inquiry. Initiated formal investigations into fatalities from 2020 to 2024 elections. Mr. President, a committee to look into election killings 2020 and 2024. Mumusa, Mr. President, what has happened to it? Have they presented a report to you? What is your next move? Are they going to prosecute? How is it going to be done? Mr. President, we have seen a lot of people get away with all these kind of things. What is different from today? What are you going to do differently? These are the kind of questions you need to be asking the president. We need to push the president. It is not Kevin Taylor. It is all about asking relevant questions. Now, upon ebinye and ambede mamono, now we will be Jimmy. Mamu kobusa fufu machine. Mr. President, we have come to Accra. We want to know how much is fufu machine. Mo fa mo kwasi am free. Baby am free ni mambe busa fufu machine. Mo pa mo ko Chinese small. E wono mo ton kwasi anyoma wo ho. Ye be di o masema mo sisi a. When it comes to economy, recovery and fiscal policy, people mo pese mo busa question for economy no ho no. And also no me mamo guidance kakra send ya busa mo questions no. Abolition of e-levy, betting tax and fuel emission levy. Mr. President, you actually promised that you were going to abolish e-levy, betting tax and fuel emission. How has it basically helped with the economy? Has it actually brought some confidence into the system? The young people who were basically yearning for the abolition of the betting tax, how do you think this has affected them? Has it affected positively? Mr. President, we are also asking, have you added more taxes? Or basically, you have burdened Ghanaians with more taxes? Let the president answer you. Now, you can also ask from where the inflation was, where the dollar rate was, compare it to today, and compare it to our GDP. These are things you need to be asking. So, more questions, economic recovery and fiscal policy. These are some of the questions. National economic dialogue. Okay, I said national economic dialogue. You better convene experts and stakeholders to guide budget reform and fiscal strategy. Do we have something like that? Mr. President, you spoke about that. How has that impacted the economy? If we have this national economic dialogue, if we had it, has it impacted? Has it had any positive impact in our economy? What are the dots and the I's and whatever in there? Can you explain a little bit further? How has it impacted us? These are questions you need to be lingering around. Musa economy, questions, these are some of the things. You can also ask something about tripartite wage committee formed to negotiate minimum wage and base pay for public sector workers. Mr. President, a committee na omobeshe how minimum wage Ghana ejumafo baby minimum wage in Beko. You can ask the president, Mr. President, what has happened to that? Have they discussed it? Have they moved forward? Are workers salary going to be increased? What percentage? Have you met the Trade Union Congress? Have you met the minister? What is going on? We want to know. We want to go and educate Ghanaians. Sign your way. Mr. President, you are looking nice. Mr. President, we saw you when you came to Otufor to greet Otufor. You were looking. Then, issue about debt management reform. Propose standardized borrowing limits to prevent future debt crisis. Mr. President, have we borrowed since you came to office? We want to know. You've been in power for 8 months. How much have we borrowed as a nation? Let the president give you straight answer. Have we borrowed? How much debt did you come to meet? And how much have you added to our debt? At this point, how are we doing on the international market? These are questions you need to ask the president. This is a smart man. This is an intelligent man. This is a man who is abreast of the issues. So don't go there with your KG idea and mentality. This man is intelligent. You cannot go and stand before this man and fool yourself. He will make people laugh at you because the answers he will give you, it will make you look stupid. The man is smart. You need to be smart to face him. We onye Kufuor, we onye toy president do. We onye sharp, we onye smart. We onye politics a check. We onim de jumano. Every minister bia de oye bia he knows. So you cannot go there and fool yourself and say, Mr. President, you know something? We say speculation. He does not deal with speculations. You will see say every single thing he will say will be factual. If he doesn't have the facts, he will tell you, he will go and check and get back to you. This is not a speculative president. On your toy. On your president, be a jimi. They be a chiro bi kasana no. And your president, otumi kasana, kojon pon kumasa bechele brofu mach. When Mahama speaks, it is clear. You can understand. Into mo amoko no, jimi for no munjai because on you ready to entertain foolishness. Into enameye sa wasi we some of you journalists. I am helping you. Now, these are some of the places you can ask your questions. Education and Youth Development. Free SHS Review Directive ordered Charles to publicly highlight implementation challenges. Mumbusa, Mr. President, how far with the free SHS? Has it improved? You as Ghanaian, have you heard say free SHS, there are shortfalls? Let the president know. He ordered teachers, to come up with what we call highlighting it, how they can implement the changes, and our challenges, Right now, you ask the president, have they been able to do something about it? Their sleeping, their food, their accommodation. How is it going? These are questions you need to be asking the president for the president to give you clear-cut answers. You can also ask questions around UG residential fee reduction. Lowered fees from 3,000 to 2,500 to ease student burden. Mubet questions about University of Ghana. Time our president by Oka say the amount of money they are paying for what we call accommodation on campus, or so from 3,000 to 2,500. Has it eased? Is the president and I said the government, do they have other plans to make sure this program, another reduction program, is going to go on for a long time? And what do we expect, or what should we expect? These are questions, sir. And also, Mubusa, President Mahama. Mama from Kwasiam Bebusa say, I am Mr. President, and the Black Star and Otuado, we don't have time. Now, you can also ask about Education Reform Committee. Formed to plan systematic improvement and stakeholders engagement. Mumusa, the president, about Education Reform Committee. How? Committee, on board. Have they been able to change anything? The president is abreast of the issues. He will tell you because he has cabinet meetings. He speaks to the ministers. He is briefed every morning. So he should be able to give you answers on all these things. This is how it's supposed to be done. Now, some of the places I'm going to be question for environment and natural resources. Mr. President, what do you think about candidate Japan and Baumia contesting? Mr. President, on your MPP chairman, Mr. President, so Dr. Baumia, we saw you recently. You were working with him. How did it feel like? Mr. President, today we have seen that the NPP are gearing up for 2028. Are you going to contest again? We didn't come a statement on that. He's not going to repeat himself. Mr. President, are you sure that you don't want to? In that stand up only time. Saa questions in your answer we when musa nyansa sama stand up ni ovosu kwache me mp o mapamo wajimi o mapamo. You can ask questions around environment and natural resources. These are some of the questions. When it comes to Ghana Gold Board, you can ask questions about Gold Board, operationalized as the sole legal buyer, exporter of small-scale gold, generated 5 billion in revenue. And the Menoka say Gold Board are making revenue of about 6.1 billion in less than 9 months. So you can also ask questions around Gold Board. The Gold Board guys, are they making revenue? How is it being done? Right now, smuggling, has it gone down? What are the statistics? Has he been briefed? Has the Gold Board CEO spoken to him? The numbers they are making, how is it going to benefit this nation? How are we going to get money from it to help the cocoa board, to help cocoa farmers, to help some sectors? These are some of the questions you need to be asking. In the questions around Gold Board, they have shown, and the revenue Gold Board is bringing in. It's simple. You can also ask about ban on mining in forest and water. The Attorney General is working on banning mining in every forest in Ghana. You can ask the president, Mr. President, we've heard this. Is it true? Is it going to happen at cabinet? Have you discussed it? Are we going to stop mining in our forest reserves? Mr. President, when it comes to illegal mining, what is this government doing to stop it? We have seen the military, the anti-galamsey police force having confrontation with some villages and people. How are you managing this? What is the minister doing? The interior minister, the Ghana Police Service, the military. Have you coordinated them? Ask the president the questions. The president needs to brief you. He's ready and willing. He's ready. Mr. President, did you hear that Apalu has been arrested? Apalu Kwasia, the party for no way. Apalu Kwasia paying Yachina ever President Mahama Hobey. Mr. President, we have heard that Apalu has been arrested. Apalu only party for. I don't know the party for demonstration. Munjan Kwasia questions Nibusa. Mr. President, do you hear that right now they said that you have invited to Asante Hema's funeral? We never ever. Mr. President, have you heard that the Domahine and Otumfo 82 they are speaking and tribal politics? Otumfo and Domahine, one about a young blue. Otumfo appointed Domahine appointed Otumfo. Obia to the chrome, Bibia Koso. Mumbusa questions and answer wom. Mr. President, we have heard that, and you see, and last but Obusa minister, you know the kind of language, with all due respect, I don't want to get into Otumfo Domahine issue because from where I sit, Otumfo Domahine Obian Kontokwa. Obian di Obiatem. So Domahine busa Otumfo question, and now Otumfo busa Domahine question. It is not disrespect. And my tribe will be the tribe will be. So where is the fight from? Where is the Obiati Kenten and Adomahine Otumfo Kontokwa? I see them as grown men who are leaders, and when they meet, they will talk. What is the big deal? Otumfo Adomahine Kontokwa. So Domahine busa Otumfo question, and now Otumfo busa Domahine questioner. It is not in Tokwa. What is Mimi Wuntokwa biawaha? We all have the right to be asking each other questions. I can choose not to answer your question. You can choose to answer my question. That's how it works. What is the Ntokwa here? Mr. President, have you heard of Domahine? As far as the president knows, Otumfo Domahine Kontokwa. They have not met anywhere for anybody to punch anybody in the face. And they have not exchanged any kind of insult. That conversation is in the trash bin. Domahine no Otumfo bia bunu ho Ntokwa bia nsi Ghana. Munja san kwasia questions no, kwasia 4. Na mumusa questions say de Ghana. Yedi beko enim. Na Otumfo ne Domahine obi an Ntokwa. Ghana to be questions. Now you can ask about anti-galamsey task force. Anti-galamsey task force, and also you can ask them, Mr. President, task force, how are they working? Right now we have seen the military and the police coming together. A task force has been put together by the Gold Board. How are they working? Have they been able to arrest? Are people being prosecuted? What is the Attorney General doing? How many people have been prosecuted? What are they doing? These are questions the President wants to brief Ghanaians. Intimamo fe niagro. Wait, journalism was in a minimum. Now, social welfare and inclusion. Ube to me questions so after this area. What is it about? Hajj fare reduction. NDC ba bemuno and I'm say Hajj fare. So Matisse next year mesate so Matisse new Hajj board and I say director of Hajj village or whatever. You people can ask questions. Say, Mr. President, we just heard that a man has been appointed, a very decent man has been appointed to lead the Hajj committee or Hajj team. What does he bring on board? Is he going to change anything? Has he briefed you? What should we expect next year when it comes to Muslims traveling to Mecca and all that? Ask relevant questions. One person Musa questions for a Hajj fair, no? Because this last year, so Mumusa Mr. President, Mr. President, obesa ti subiemana, and basically the condition, omo moko hajj yet to say, ebimu condition, how are they going to improve on it? Mo amuyen krebo for abobabino, mun krebo for journalists, mumusa question Allah nibaje. Now, political questions, into Mr. President, next year, when our mothers and fathers are going to Makkah, can you promise us that the glitches we had last year, we are not going to experience it? Is the price going to go down? Their welfare, the Hajj village, when is it going to be done? We believe in it. These are questions that President answers. Cantonment fire relief, Mr. President, what kind of power? Have they helped them to reorganize themselves and start working again? And also a question about food distribution to free SHS. Mr. President, mobile will release so much food and release so much money into free SHS. We want to know food distribution, how is it going? Are the food going out now better? As journalists, have you checked? Are the kids complaining about the food? You people can ask the president, how were they able to do that? How the food are being distributed around the nation, how they in Sanyomo buffer stock, who is in charge of buffer stock, how have they been able to manage the distribution of the food? The school is about to open in October. Is buffer stock ready? Are they ready to supply? Are the schools also ready? Is there a new strategy that food supply is going to have? These are questions, and the president should be able to be giving you answers. National Day of Prayer, Mr. President, you initiated this. You are back again with it. How is it going? Are we to expect this till the end of your term, maybe in 20 years or in 16 years or in 8 years or in 4 years? You can ask the president. These are very important questions you need to be asking. Inti, my mama guidance, what is going to happen tomorrow and how your questions should be. Mama kwasiebia free Nicaragua ma. Embe ya meshe taira. Mr. President, Accra is hard. Mr. President, when we came to Accra, we have seen that life is hard. Life is hard way. Anka life is hard and Kafri Kumasa Bankang. Mr. President, right now, the dollar, where it is going, we cannot understand. The dollar was at 17. Today it is at 12. What has happened to the dollar? Mr. President, we have heard that PURC, they want to increase tariffs, water and all that. What is happening, Mr. President? He will take his time and explain to you why NETCO wants to increase electricity tariff in the north. Why ECG is saying that there should be some increment. Mr. President has been briefed. He will take you all the way back and show you the decisions we took and the NPP that were not right, that has brought us here. Until he's showing you, and he will show you how we can get out of this mess. So ask the president these questions. These are practical questions. The president should be able to give you answers. MPP NDC. Mr. President, do you remember the last time Nasi's music? It was very nice. Is Nasi going to compose another song? Where Jimmy? Nasi Wakacha said 2 days we time. Monko busa questions. Papa na munja Jimmy no. President, when I bio on your toy to say Kufuadu. President, woman 10 hours, obetuma answer questions in na. Mokwaso amonya short. Mo amoko jina mo betu mo bube. Mr. President, I am from Edian FM. And Mr. President, with us there, we are people who like tradition. Mr. President, Sankwasi Assembly Bino, Oje Mike na, I mean how it is done. When you go all over the world, Oba a White House, Oko the UK, Oko Bebia, wa President chance Biase Kasana, when you take the mic, all that you have to do is say, thank you, Mr. President. My name is Kevin Taylor. I am from ABC or Loud Silence Media. My question is got to do with national security. My question is got to do with this. I have a question on the economy. I have a question on the helicopter crash, the investigations. I have a question on this. And then when you say that, you go ahead straight up and ask your question. And when you're asking the question, be precise. Mr. President, what has come out of the investigations after the helicopter crash? You leave the mic, you go and sit down. Hey, Mr. President, it's left with one. It's left with one. Mr. President, wait. Say Jimmy, somebody been hobby. You can't be able to one. You can't be able to two. Mr. President, I am from Mr. President. Wait, Mr. Sankwasi said you are not going to filibuster there. You have to be straightforward. When you take the mic, good evening, sir. Good evening, Mr. President. My name is Kwame Amwakon. I am from Radio DNDN. I'm here today to ask 2 questions. My first question is going to be about the economy. My second question is going to be about sports. I'll start with the sports. About the Black Stars. Mr. President, this. You move from there. Mr. President, about the energy. This. You walk. Leave the mic. And those people asking questions, don't touch the mic. When they give you a mic to hold, it's different. When they give you a mic, you hold the mic and you ask your question. When you have a standing mic, don't touch the mic. It will make kukuru. Standogbe will read all these things to you. He will tell you. Before the whole president comes, Standogbe will read everything and tell you what to do and what not to do. If you do something against the code of conduct, they will kick you out. They will take you outside all the way to the traffic lights. So Standogbe will show you people. With Jimmy no mumubi. Oko do Flagstaff. Hey, Mr. President, here is nice. So Jimmy Sam yatiha and I'm making bebo on your and they buy ya clean. A Jimmy for the call, real for the call. Intimama Jimmy Biambe Jinaho. And hey, Mr. President, here is nice. So hey, Mr. President, Jimmy Sam. So be straightforward. Be precise. Hit your question. If the president wants to engage you, the president will engage you. Ask your question in less than 30 seconds and walk. And your mami fie, ye penintama ko fie. Remember, Mr. President, don't hold the mic. If it is a standing mic, don't touch it. No, it is not coming. Oh, it is not coming. What banana stand up with the mic is wa jinenim nebusa question. Men for one also enko tua mic too much. So I don't know what say sound. Ma one no any mic you need about 6 inches. Send about Kasamo Biati. Man, Mr. President, and you don't know what to do. We just Jimmy no mic Mukasa. Munyan is nice. Mr. President, Muton Embra from Maninya Fe. Okay, say we are not down. Oh, a question that's on to me kind of fluently. Sure. In Tuba, Mr. President, my name is Kevin Taylor. Mr. President, do a reading now. So we edit a true question. Mouse be kaya. Oba no be kind. What's up about one table from me? How home be please, Mr. President. Please, Mr. President. You know the economy is climbing up, and we want to know the dollar rate. We don't like that. So want to me kabro for kachi. Anaka Hausa, Anaka Diega, Ana, oh, Mr. President, oh, fine, Mr. President, Achomi, ni Udako, Udali, Miniano, Minke, Ubunu FM, Fefe, Oba, Mr. President, also Mr. President, Obake, so Mr. President Obake, Achomi, Frank, Numo, ni Oblite, Kwao, Mi Radio, Ubunu FM, 98.9, Accra, Bibio. Mr. President, a question, Ekume. Gamashi, Omohome, violence, ito, young people, two eta, shoot, ebo. President, gan, House of Chiefs, a problem, sad about Latobio Koshi BBU issue. In government of Ghana, decisions and investigations, ebo, Ekume, enyo. Mr. President. No, I don't know. Ain't simple. San Fantina Baka, Mr. President, me chop papa and you bring or from Ata is son. Me free Cape Coast. Me Juma 154 FM. Our friend Cape Coast FM. And you bring Masam or your crope. Mr. President, Ugwa afetu afeshe orbado na umde aye busy. In summer, me busa of tourism, Pan-Africanism, and we are very educated and cultured when it comes to Pan-Africanism. Mr. President, I'm a question or a simple pa. About tourism and highlighting our culture and transforming our image as Cape Coasters. We want to know what part in what government ibazin or what the manen and fancy for your Cape Coast abra asebu kwa mankasi area ho baby Kevin Taylor papa ya hen ibazin or pede what the buy in Puntu Juma Cape Coast Castle so ha abrofo ba ho na yenya Elmina Castle so ho. Mr. President Commander Sugar Factory no also osi ho papa ye pede hu plans are wo enyimanyim here ma pede wo ye ma ye ne fancy for nyame shop papa Mr. President no so ada no moi on say mini anuma santifo ne so aba Mr. President we dey chia o ewie dey moko emu adwo me go for no you see you the so wa near that tower Mr. President ewie dey yetumi ene se membra na me medwudwom masem ba ko pe a me ba abagia emuaye dey akọ asantememu se bi o2 se di2 se bi o ye wie eda yenim nanso se bi o be ne den yesukura ijahwem ene tin na ejina ha Mr. President ye bebusa wonsem na we dey mano esisim na so Mr. President dey person kan busa say asantememu eba imputudwuma pa se bi o ne ate ha na ye president wotwem ko na Nana Danko Ekufuado ebedi atem se yegiminti ontumi nya ye kwan na yento aba man korampo a se bi o emfa ne ho wabei yɛde akomapa ɛna to aba ɛde ma MPP a NDC a ɛndɛ wabedi so a yɛni nyina agye papa yɛpɛsɛ yɛhu akumase akwan no sɛbio akwan no asɛ yie na yɛpɛsɛ yɛhu asante na ato nsa afrɛm sɛ membra bebusa sɛ yɛn kwan sɛm no yɛ kwan no ɛne adeade no ɛdeɛ na wɔyɛ afa ho sɛbio woba yɛ busome nkuru ne yɛnim sɛ ɔnhyɛda ndi so nkyɛeɛ na nka wobɛtumi akyerɛkyerɛm apɛnsɛmpɛnsɛm adwudwam ama yɛhu yɛnim kankɔ deɛ ɛkwan asanteman kwan sɛnea yɛbɛtumi afa no ntoma pɛfra we deɛ president we deɛ medema no bɛsi yɛ nyame nhyira wo paa na ɔmboa wo no nto nkom na nsupa ɛntɔngu so ɛyɛkɔ alaji fama mo na gwemi ha alaji fama mo All right, you're still live on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Akobe Rutela. Yo bia the house of Omba salam alaikum Mr. President. Yadi Mr. President. Mungamu Bajino Tamale FM Minkumi Alaji Sandy Saidu Muhammad. Mungamu Mr. President ya injiringi fight Mungamu le Abinchina Yaku. Fight Savannah region Ghana refugees Mungamu refugees Côte d'Ivoire abinchi ka nako si nagodi sanika de nakakrot nakagia Mr. President Mungamu discussions repatriation of refugees Mungamu Ghana abinchi na kumi koko ya biko walahi nakabaka Mungamu sala njiemu Mr. President, nago na say Mr. Badu kokotia nago de kala na say Mr. President Badu kokotia sala nchie Mungamu abinchi na komi ai Mr. President Mungamu ye say ceremony anase ceremony ka say Mr. President Mungamu ye say manoko kotia Mr. President Mungamu that's na no afun akoka sala de dwie ema asena enti bebre itochina no mokwa mungodi all right, mumia to yeah, we are going. Agua dear, me a visit time, Frank Amagua, between both 2, between both 6, between Jamet Ford, me am to strike it. All right, now let's take out business. We take Rabbi, yeah, come on. So when you kuma, a simple thing.
So when you kuma, Kokoda, so we shall when you kumuswa, Coalition Center, Nakobo, Electoral Commission for home by a day, MIA. So when you kuma, Kokoda, so we shall when you kumuswa, Coalition Center, Nakobo, Electoral Commission for home by a day, MIA. So when you kuma, Kokoda, so we shall when you kumuswa, Coalition Center, Nakobo, Electoral Commission for home by a day, MIA. So when you kuma,
Kokoda, when you kuma Kokoda, you sika. So when you come so a train and can something and some I think I do pale and so. Now, as some of the person who come efa, yes, we are. Say P Asantime January Santimeni Afano Santimemu, Otumfo Bedo, and also Domo Nana Kevin Taylor Chanchan Himini and Ami Bejum and Adri Medasi, so Mamma Hokain, say Numbre, Min Chichim and Chonanom. Aya on Hinia or Sewia, a very chief of Sewia, Nana Kweku Amankwa Sarkodie II, has raised concerns over the stalled 250-bed Ashanti Regional Hospital project at Sewia, describing it as a setback to the region's healthcare and development. He urged government to prioritize its completion, stressing, listen to this very well. He urged government to prioritize its completion, stressing its importance to healthcare delivery. The appeal came during a visit by Regional Minister Dr. Frank Amwakuhene. Now, the Akwesi was Santimemu Nyana say, Ashanti Regional Energetic Minister no, oko Sewia, Sewia Hospital no, Bibia Hospital no, Edru. Senior hospital na yenyina yete say Nanado Dankwe Kufuado right after election 2024 January 4th oye den oko commission hospital no and ohini ya oye Sewia hene no time a regional minister eko ho no asema auditor regional minister enim say Mr. Minister manento aban ne say eye Sewia hospital no sebio eye hospital a eye regional hospital na ye pese ye to esre eye aban say hospital no aban emmewie maye tie ohene ne kasa no ose aban emmewie hospital ne momo na emwa ema apomudin enkoso se ne be ya omo adehia omo wasewia ne asantema mu no ana asantema ntem no ombenya bebi akọ mum yenko tie ohene no nano asem a oka kire regional minister yewia na yedwedwam
yana ya pass wo hwe asantema ntem go yana aban bia bebia wo sisi yan ntwan kontumpo why Asante is the populous nation in Ghana. There no such baby. So here Greater Accra Regional Hospital. Compare that of Asante in Ghana. Why? Asante is the populous nation in Ghana. There no such baby. So here Greater Accra Regional Hospital. Compare that of Asante Regional Hospital. If your hospitals are one cry, numerous people share Asante region. What? It is a year, and a banker saw your regional hospital. What do you know? One we shall say 2012. Sadly, baby, I'm share 2015. One year commission. So we are no say shall say 2015 or 2020. 2020 no say anyway. The Union Commission we are 2025 still undone. Still undone. So where do you go? Elephant ever. Still undone. I'm so sorry, sir. If you dare abaya krabadadan, our expiration time a woo. It's a young in 10 months, you seem to be no expiration time. A wounded could be any position now also an juma. Where do you go? Kidina assess a qua. Share and there. A condition will go in none united way. Assess. So where do you stand? Can associate in idea. Oh, it is a very day, a year. Ukujia said, okay, did the person go? Now, 2-4 was so pesca yet, confidential hospital. But it has come so why? On the other hand, we can say, oh, as a man, America. So because I come back, share a baby bano, go to Amasamai. Share interchange ya Yana Masamai. Kofrawa Port, Kobichibilemti, Kokasua, Kotema, Konungwa. Look at the flag pot, baby flag was here from Sevier Johnson to where the region was, just 3.5 kilometers undone. How come?
Nana is undone. How come? Hey, Nana, oh, lyrics, oh, it cannot be undone. How come? Now, I'll make a statement. We'll say, Kumasi, the populous nation in Ghana, Nana, it is not true. Change that statement. Kumasi is not a populous nation. It is not, it's a populous region. If you are but it is not a populous nation. Nana, it has been done. Now, as a man and I came, or compare Asantemine to Nkramine. Say, Otro, say the mouse said, Nana Samakaini, summarizing. Even though he was speaking about Sewia Hospital, or then he was Sewia was Santimemu. But Utiana Seminina could see a chira. Utia the Okanina or Pakachre say, Eden, or compare Nkran to Kumasia, or to Muse and Koye was Santimemu. Name, maybe some people say, Nana, 2 months nobody, and Henny and Asan would dinner that. Nana di one hene, maybe some buso, Nana Kwekwa Mankwa. Ah, we on Henia, Sebio Mibu, we are 2-4 Henekitwaibi. Ah, when I share, say we are so, what na say we are, and yen net. Maybe some busao, Nana, O Casano. So be the moon, I say, O Tio Casa first, or say, Ebia, 2 months ago, the deal, Hene. And I say, what the Hena check? Oh, say we are. And I say, Sebio Crocro the John out there, because in some of our cano, the free one no begging, I to say, the air cost was Santimemu, and it's Sevilla project, we know. I say, won't say that. I decided this is the first time, what is a minister, Abesawa, Oka. It is Uncle B. Shawa, Obeka say, Nana, I say, we need Ghana, nah. But I'm very sure, Nana, with all due respect, say we are hospital, Sibia Oka say, I say, I did a suburb for no now. Now Okasemuno. Oka say we are hospital no. It has not been completed. Okaya ka say regional hospitals be a what sirem ene enkran no. Sa wo de toto asantime mu atum say asanteman de ni nkoyie. Okaya ka say till nanka say we are by 2020 crampo de ache kwa nanka so mu wie. As 2025 it was undone. The statement I make nyina no say ya boli nyina tofa. Say wo de eye asanteman ne Ashanti region etoto enkran. Any siremu ho eba infrastructure in terms of health odum sa asanteman akechire ye. If so okasa mu kura no oka say nkanya nsem a eye den otumfo ebe sresre sika so koye konfo ano chiye. Internet say nyina agya tum say otumfo be sresre sika so de be konfo ano chiye no na say enye ne kwan so no. Because sanka ne kwan so a na nka ni say enye otumfo no so sresre sika ye hospital. Na emum na nka wo say eye aban a oteso e na nka wo say ankotumfo sre no ana say otumfo kan anim ma aban no ebe hospital no. Nana me besa me busa wo ne etikrom ha. Ena wa wo ka say it is undone. Nana hey nana kokrowa wenya abota me do me besa me busa wo na etikrom ha ena nana do dan kwekufo ado ne MPP eba asantime mu. Sa me ka say me twe eye vote e free sewia eba eye Emma MPP in 2024 nana ebe bo num. From 1996 yan fan say from 2016 Ekufuado ne MPP betena aban mu. Eye aba MPP enye free sewia sa area ho. Say yeah they compare in sama wo kana obi beka say nana wudi tro. But enye tro bi na wudi. Nana me pese me busa question bi. Nana do dan kwa Ekufuado sewia hospital nana kan enie eye Kumasi Ashanti Regional Hospital NDC for AC ho 98% done enie. Sa hospital na de bia ya betena TV so I say John Mahama ne NDC for Sewia hospital na mu si 98% down na mu jama Ekufuado say on complete bibia na ombia no onfa efidie nyina wo mu no enie we na John Mahama ye se ne oja ne ho no saa ne tie na me bese me busa nana say nana time nana do danko Ekufuado eba santime mu 2025 January naka one day near the John Mahama is so as president no Ekufuado commissions 250 bed Ashanti Regional Hospital in Sewia now wuti wo bia na wonte MPP Ekufuado MPP ebe commission hospital so omowie eyom nsefri ho na nei me bese me busa wo time MPP for eba Sewia eye wasase so ebe commission eye hospital ya wo so gina ho ka chem say it is undone nana wona wudi atrato Ekufuado so ana say Ekufuado na edi atrato so if you say your records e kire say nana do danko Ekufuado ne MPP for ba wasase so and me nya sure say Ekufuado be commission hospital without you knowing it from in some awokano you are sounding to say sadie we no esiye no na sebio uni ho ana say de city news any Ghana media na beka chere na ya tro because from your statement the hospital is still not completed in fact ukanya kodru say equipment egum ni nyina air pro it say equipment egum air pro in some so ukan na watchi we mu na kan asase mo be say ebusa wo say time ankofo we be commission hospital no na wo ho ana say na woni ho ana na wetu kwan because this is the video on the commission here ewo wankasa wenim ewo Sewia January 4th or 6th 20 January 6th 2025 after your tour abani wie
is born to succeed. Oh yeah, winner. NPP, no snake, get the way try it from slow.
Nana undone, Nana Medo. A whole president came to Sewia and your friend MPP for maybe so Nana. I am for now can one as I won't count. And they could for the moment they kind of door and all the carpet is saying him ho. So her video near baby or the can be seen the carpet green be say ho and on painty a dime you 2 rooms. You know what they wanted to do? They wanted to put this video out in the next 3 years and tell Ghana for say Ekufuado commission Sewia into Yentu Abama MPP. It is all her video from the beginning now. Yeah, the carpet be said dining him. And na oshe surrounding na. Yeah, the second do. And na MPP for impenifo. Ya kase nkofo we yankwasiafo se Kevin di atam. And na mibusa Sewia hin se na ade we course na wo ho anana wuni ho because wona ekuro de sha wonsa. Wasa aseso na hospital ni si. Enti mibusa Sewia hin na medow. And na mibusa o say time omoba be yes commission ni omo so mo bie hospital na no na obia betuma koma kodja yaresa na wo ho anana wuni ho. Ahemfo ben na omo be si omo so. Because they minimum say we are hene baako nana kweku amankwa asa akode the second. That means say na wudi wa na ahemfo no mo nyina imposters omo nya ahemfo. Because wa wo ya asase wura ana oman wura no menya sure say betu esi hospital si wa asase so na ya bebia no abra wunim. Enti say na wo ka kire me say eye hospital no eye undone enya completed equipments ne say a me pese me buso de Ekufuado mo beye na ya atro e na won pese obeka kire na say yensi antuma gufin wa bontinti en na aban na aba no na ye de bibia soa no nana sanke pese ye di no kra e wo sanke tumi ka kire Ghana man nyina ne say aban na e ba ye no omoka say oma commission hospital we Mr President Mr Regional Minister me na me yo hene wa ha hospital bi eni wa eye adwuma eno de be wu sanana udi no kra a kire Ghana Sremufo Hospital, Enkranfo Hospital akofa bayi, any flower potty, ya kan be sinde, ya nipe bi wo constituency, any asantime mu nipe bi a, omo se dia ponche krasi suma MPP a, omo betwa MPP. Onana napo ebe gina ho di Ghana fo nyina atem se, eye Sewia fo de, eye gele, ene de emu olonka no mo pe. Na sebio enya asantifo nyina na ejimi. Enti napo ejimi a mentu fansha asantifo nyina. Na de mi busa ne se, eye dan na president tumi ba wasase so. Wasasi a regional hospital si so na obeka kire se wa commission na ade chen bosum mienu miensa enan ema obeka kire se hospital bi eni wa etesa. Now after Ekufuado free office MPP Nkwasiafo we free office, this is what they left behind. In fact omu wie no omu free okoye no na city omangasa City FM eko ho City News ekutwaye. So Ekufuado commissioned the hospital on the 4th. Enim ho na keke na omo penti edan mienu enim and the car besi ho on the 4th of January. On the 5th, and a video we omo koyeye. So they went to the back of the hospital and decided to shoot the real hospital. This is what you saw. This is the MPP. Say we are hospital no. It's anyam one what says sa or hini omo commission hospital oman can't no. I will not be surprised, but I'm also not going to say Arabian and Nani until we get a statement from Ohino there. Saturday, no more commission hospital na oni ho. But sana na na wo ho and I was sabeka sa asemo ya and na medi ho ya o ma siafim. Ye ni ankasa Amaru Shako or ye nation the correspondent. Onya blogger or ye nation correspondent because Amaru Shako there oko baby a asem no wo oko baby a ehia asem no wo na ode eye camera kwato so no wa kyerɛkyerɛ madwudwam ama Ghana fo hu Amaru Shako a oya santini ba a oyo otumfo na na enso kɔ hɔ eko kyerɛ Ghana fo the state of Sewia hospital ende ameno ka sei ene die ɛkɔ so ene die Kufuado ene na aban settings ne adada MPP nkwasiafo we edidi Ghana fo Amaru Shako eye the nation correspondent enso kyerɛkyerɛ mu
ana Kufuado omni bejina
ana Kufuado be bia yina no
na do dan ko Kufuado then they say munu say reformer regional minister Simon Semensa education minister Bitwum and chama wuntumi fa Kufuado ne fa futum be bia de ewi
e be bia hospital we amara se ma okay no kre ma me no kre
zanko fo o kon masem say omo ye mambofo ni se entertain no we bi ni this is a rare example Ghana ni bia no ade wi a this is entertain people and sad president of Ghana former president and the bia dey with the electricity usuwa bi
now be some the generator na ya adwuma na
omo the plant na be bi
omo the plant na be bi sa di
on the plant sika on the be
twenya makwa le kuku wo no
ni bia ye mo no sia roba o
oh it's sad Mahama Israel
because you say MPP omo dangerous. Omo dangerous people. So you Ghana in there now abrochire wo Ghana say me MPP ni aweji mi. Sebio so ya santini ba. Udi mokodi nchene. Now friend say me yes this year. Now what say social media Jimmy won say me ya santini. Now dey we how aweji mi. Unim nyansa. And this all from one santini because a santini a unim nyansa no. Sa dey we want to so. Mami ntimu biemu. Sa wo ya santini ba. Sa wo di mokodi nche na wo sie se weni ate. Na wo de wo yo tumfo de hye. Na wo sa de wei. Na wo da ho ye me wo ye MPP ni a wo ye kwase aba unim nyansa. Yare bo wo kena wo be wusa aboa. Wo be wusa akokɔ. Wo be wusa jimifo ba. Wo yere fa efuru a wo be wusa aboa. Na wo to na wo tua na de na ye de ye. Oti asantime mu fra ho me chairman. Me MPP ni ba. Ye de TikTok. Uyo dwan ba. Unnim nyansa. O hwa ade we na obu omfu a. Ohene ne kasa no te ye. O se wo konkran a. Ye wo ade hospitals apapa wo ho. Ade ne ntumi nka bi fa asantime ho. We a regional hospital, a whole regional hospital. This is a regional hospital. Not a whole political party because of 2 minti. Oma swa generator. Abe penti mienu pe. Na oma beye video. Na oda wote asantime mubunfu ye. Oro kwasia kontokwa. Adan ye obi edi otumfu atem. Na kwasia sebio otumfu osetutu. Saa bebi wabekwa kwaje yaresa ho. Echire wo saa santini ba no wajimi. Echire wo nim nyansa. And na ohene tena santime mu na ode enkran. Ani srem hospital facility compare santi. You people should be ashamed of yourselves. Santime mu. From Otumfo to the last person was santime. Some of ferry. Mama ni person film. You should be ashamed of yourselves. This is what we were talking about before election 2024. Otumfo 32 was not supposed to come out and say, this hospital was rotten because of politics. This is an insult to Otumfo. It is an insult. And so, this is disgusting. So why do we sit in Ghana and carry ourselves a yenkwane? This is what we call you are saving the people. I had any krom for 8 years. A bind between me Babesi Hospital when a bind any a bind ya santifono. Yen to me can him say, ya dear we manipa. Na yet Ghana. Ya candy paka sashen yum adaya adianya yen to me ka. Enti yama yeni asantifo bi hyehedam ena yewu se nkusie na omo amudim de ne de omo abibi wo mu nsam ne de yare bo omo anoma for private jet kwa abrochire na ye ko ya na se ye bae enti se me hum mu bi na mo TikTok jimi mu ho na me ye me ya asantini ena efri asante ebu amu bi mu nsam ye nwan because what are you fighting for? And the ohene tira santimemu busa Ghana say adentina hospitals papa one crime. Adentina hospital papa was sirem. Apomudin is the bile of every generation, every society. Your health. Unya hwade a untumi so sikadwa. Unya hwade a untumi so otumfo apakemu. Unya hwade a untumi ndi otumfo echi nya asante yekese. Unya hwade a untumi betu akuti anyom. Anwodin apomudin ansa ne yetwa bibia na yete krom na apomudin hiaye na for 8 years yete krom ma nipa bi jimiye in the name of politics na ebufuo maaye na yeda ho tete ho so MPP nkwasiafo we so all in the name say ye protected tribe yete tribe mu ne yewu all in the name let us protect tribe ya dem na obi ya ne yetumi ye say na yare bowa enkrani ne tiase na wo wu se kwasiaba. These are the things we are talking about. Inti MPP na yesomo no ye MPP fo no na uhu mbaba awa uhu mrantie omoni mutum samedie bi na omugina social media TikTok ye de ya asantefo me say what makes you asantini? What is a slave? Because slaves na yare bo mo amunya hospital enko. Slaves na yare bo mo a omo yare da dem ne makoto apum na enam ahwe omo nam. Slaves no omo wuti se moa na esi omo. You have access to health. You are paying for the health. You are paying for the facility. So what stops you from demanding that this facility works for you? Echire we Jimmy, echire we yakwa wo wasase so. Echire wa adwene mu mbie ye. Enti na nipa bi ewa Ghana etuminya asantefo ni bi kasetia. Efise mumu bi no ma adwene nkwa echire. Wedwa. Odini din betare ho sene ebeye a se John Mahama ba power na obeye sewia na John Mahama ntumi wai ni din emfa onu ni din tare ho inti ni din na tare ho no. Do you know the number of people who have died because of Kwasi Ampenye Kufuor we din or the betare ho? Because the din na tare ho no, he has blocked anyone from trying to open this facility up and operationalizing it. It's what Akufo-Addo did by coming there to put his plaque there. No, what he was trying to do, say, input to a more no. That is what it meant. It is a Mahama. Or you're petty and stupid like Akufo-Addo. Or because I am not going to go fix that. Because Akufo-Addo said in the Diakotaro, I then or didn't Tara Santifone engineer no so mananye. Yet to Kroma Akufo-Addo be dia Santifuatem, Ewa Santibemu say, Eye, Omo to Abamano, so almost Omo to Abama, no from Kwasianko, or catch them with radio so as Santibemu. Or Tina radio so. Sa Kwasiaka say free Akufo-Addo no buy, Sanka Obine Beka ya, Anka Otumfo Bekasa. Otumfo bekasa Akufo-Addo fa na konwa free nkran ebetene ayedien ebetena radio so edi asante hene ni asantefo nyina atam yetena ho boyensem edien na ye age eniti na ende asante ohini a owa asante etumi bie na no ka se ya ka ekire ewa pomuden na wo ye kuro no aka ekire wa pomuden a otise akwa. It does not matter the gold you wear. It does not matter how you exhibit your culture. It does not matter how loud you are. It does not matter whatever you try to do. The mediocrity you try to save. Your health. Se unya pomudinya otisa akwa. John Kuma ye MP owusa akoko. May his soul rest in peace. Ejoso etu sewia endu 40 miles. John Kuma wusa akoko. Enkanipa ye wuwa santimemu se mwa. Ni esiye. If there was an alternative regional hospital and then you can ye Jimmy ye mubi. Adia ushe intianya uya ubunfu ye. This is the Sewia Hospital. Sewia Hospital na mekano enye. Besides, get me Sewia Hospital fanchiromo. Adina wankasa adina ushe enya uya. Unfair ye. Besides, did you get me Sewia? And we sit in Ghana and all this nonsense goes on. All these things goes on. And nobody wants to speak. Besides, I have it here. Mami fanchiro mu ye. Ya come when you man amu buofu. Where di matem? Where di matem? Why ne di watem? Me je won kwa wo me di watem. E che wo yo fui. E bada wo yem, wo yo pemfo. Wo akoma yare. Wo esichire yare. Anadwi eto so a hwan na ebejo yete Ghana na Jimmy se we ananie.
This hospital has a little bit of history. The arrangements to bring in a contractor to do 8 hospitals, including this one, started from President Komfort's time.
This is the Ashanti Regional Hospital, located at Sewia in the Bosomtwe district. It is part of 8 hospital projects funded with $339 million under the construction of Eurojet De-Invest contractors. It will be the 3rd biggest health facility in the region, next to the Komfanochi Teaching Hospital and the yet-to-be-completed 500-bed military hospital at Afari. This modern health facility is fully equipped with gynecology wards, an intensive care unit, operation rooms, delivery suites, sterilization department and medical gas plant for the production of medical gases. It boasts of an endoscopy unit, a rare service in many health facilities in the region. It has, among other facilities, a sewage treatment biogas plant, water treatment plant, power station and a maintenance department. Amir Farouk Mahmoud is resident engineer.
We are almost 100% of the progress, only remaining the testing and the commissioning. Our project is a 250 beds regional hospital located in Sewia. The floor build-up area is about 30,000 square meters. We have about 43 buildings. The area for the whole project is around 125,000 square meters.
Like all modern health facilities, the new Ashanti Regional Hospital comes with a 20-unit staff accommodation made up of 3 bedrooms each.
This hospital has a little bit of history. The arrangements to bring in a contractor to do 8 hospitals, including this one, started from President Komfort's time.
This is the Ashanti Regional Hospital, located at Sewia in the Bosomtwe district. It is part of 8 hospital projects funded with $339 million under the construction of Eurojet De-Invest contractors. It will be the third biggest health facility in the region, next to the Komfanochi Teaching Hospital and the yet-to-be-completed 500-bed military hospital at Afari. This modern health facility is fully equipped with gynecology wards, an intensive care unit, operation rooms, delivery suites, sterilization department, and medical gas plant.
Oh, yatena ho for 8 years. Ye twa ma John Mahama ne NDC asabeye. Ni atena santimemu ase di o matem so me ntafo ne awonafo. Saa ne kasa. Ya kasa tan. Ya no kasa nyenyenyan. Yen tunum emfa nchechira santima impuntu ma na ne ayese mpreko ene yetunu yenum kankan kasa tan. Omu jina wa ayese clean ye de ye omu. Kasa tan ayese mpreko na tunum kasa na bebia wadu ye nche ne wawu. Monya de pa mumubi. Ni emfa nchechira santina Jimmy near to Cronim 8 solid years. A cry team, a mupe before the being cano correct, Ashanti Regional Minister. This hospital has a history. President Kufuor and the President Kufuor Tianoe. President Kufuor and Santiman Yanko, the President Wiko Betras Antimem. Kufuor and Kotia Santimemanku, when I make catchamo. I couldn't or think crying and say, a hon owu. The area by your hospital, Papa won't cry. A honey didn't back. So mumu bi mu yankrase fo ntimo ntinyo ma bi ase ye kana mubu ofu mese Kufuor odi the president wi nkobetena kumasi anko wu me yesie de dadada adekudi oti otinkan ne se eba de betuma fa plane na ko London because the crew na ofrim no wentuma anya ne ye mumu bi mu agimi ntie tumufo a na mudwi moto kasatia ekutia tantan inkurasesam enitina Ghana makwa echire den na ohene bitumi tena santimemu na ode enkran toto asanti because the ohunu won kran no we hunu se enibie won kran inti anye hwahoa enye dia kase eye show and tell show working ejuma ne yetete ho na nkwasiade yede enkase ntia ye utu asantinifo no na otiti ne to no ohua ade we nye na otiti ne to no ohua enti baby asantini beduru bia na nipa di ne ho fewo ade in 2025 a young man oya asantini de na wo pe so obetena TikTok etwampoa so obetena Facebook edi atam ade na wo pe yenuanom asantifo bebrete Germany omu wusem preko osuro so obebe fie oba yede kotena bekwai yedi gala wok bekwai nyina hospital papa ni wonim so obewu bra America be Bronx omu guo sem pro omo di 65 68 onya fie obekọ osuro healthcare kakra wa ha na ebo no ho ban odura santimemu kotena ni krom antobiase endubu so memiense obewu hospital be na wokọ ento sa ni pasa nenum kankan tete Bronx kwase kasa fin okase onyi ni krom picture nkyerwa na obube na odin sa brofo no sa na omo ye na nke de jimi ba betena ha bi ye kam anima na mubu ofu mutetempanifo achi wedidi we atam wakase etia we ena waye sei ena ye ni asantifo ni bi wusem moa ende ye twem MPP NDC asabeye NDC gina ho ye kramponi ni edi omatam krofo market ye twem NDC ewie ye bedi omatam saa eye ekwan ya wo ho iso amekwan yi NDC beye ye bedi omatam eduabona ye de ano bono ene na de bia eku ya ema ye nkoso ye ungrateful. We are deeply ungrateful human beings. And the Ghana Gana say show and tell. Then I wait to maka. Me ya santini, show and tell. A talk of antuma, a talk of a yedi ahinama, a talk as a yakon yenye, untumi fa de biansi so, and to catch and can show and tell. Can you more better all the crew? I want to focus on crew, so I try show and tell. We don't match all the crew. Yati kumasi, yati abrocheti, and a show and tell. Yen to me can be potibia. Yakasa show and tell pe. Ahinama na adebechire me, entuma na adebechire me, kente. I want to find the buy. E dia na adebechire me, and I mean na kontokwa, e dia na statue ha, and dia na adebechire me. Show and tell, and the Ghana ye show and tell. Dia na adebechire me. This is what we talk about. The ungratefulness is too much. Mementa santini biawo. Makacha say one of my best friends. Oya Santini ba. Oya Santini mapa. Iti, don't sit there and say sebete asante. Me you know santimemu. But I have compared how people think, how tribes think. He ya to abewie. Yako almost 9 months. There's no market in Ghana ubedru na oba eshe party biata de ton nyama enso du kejete obehu e Jimmy intra. We cannot get out anything MPP for who any asante for be say Jimmy ende market bi ani Ghana obewura oba bi to ahye MPP atade abohu duku e de ton nyama ebokutia nowhere. When we finish voting, every part of the nation, women, children, they move on. They leave the governance of the nation to those they have elected into power, and then they watch. But menoka senda na dwi ube wura asantifo dwam na obi she MPP top to down oya mana ye obi ya Jimmy oya ma obi ya yarebo wa obe wusa akokɔ nti onyansa na wen. The enthusiasm amudi twa mpoa edidi nkwasi asem ka mudi kasem ema mpunto befia nka mo ye London. Ye nkwasi ade ube wu panyini na o Jimmy. When you try to advise them or just our time, na mimi krom epo ho. Mimi krom epo ho. Eba tim. Betena ship ma beko wo he na akọ. Enya kura mi krom epo ho. There's nothing you can tell me, but this is not how we are supposed to have the conversation. It is because of manokasa mumubi manokasa tantan. Mimi krom epo da ho. Inti enya kura nti se payday. Se Americanu siso ametuma padre akwa akoduru baby na wo kwahin usem entana momyambre nwase ne yankyekere man ne yanka no kora nkyere ye ho ne yanga nkwase akutia no, the ignorance, the mediocrity, the typical clear ignorance and foolishness yen firi nchen ye gugu abrochire ye firi asantemamu yentumi nka de ma yemfa pressure into NPP so 8 years ma NPP entuma anye sewia. Na wabetena social media we betri said the ultra cement obokina. Where you soon want to say preko bi oda eye Japan. Wo simu gire said ye ditu koku so e Ethiopia be gina se me ya santini kwasea. Na ukọ fie sisi akodi holidays na yare bowa. Ube wuso otwen na me be di holidays na me wo Cape Costa metuma ko Interbetin me won kran metuma ko Ridge me wo Srema metuma na wo do ho toto me wo ya akokọ. Your life won kwa etise kosua. And you see, go around the nation and look at where people die a lot. Road accident, majority of the people, they don't die on the spot. People die a lot when people are transported to hospitals. Any the requisite equipment to take care of people. Into here, go and check people who die from accident. It's happening in the Ashanti region. Adibia a negative bia air cost is happening in the Ashanti region. Ask yourself why. Because people are lacking infrastructure. The deficit, when it comes to infrastructure deficit, you people are leading. Tietana si e kanu kraswa na kwase bia se preko tutu kwase anyom adan ai me to nyoma be popular. Na wuti wei. Ye yi preko ba na ye yu amfa so be na wo so. Enkwase akasa Jimmy. Let's move on. Wedwa na me wudwa me a ese fa me ho.
John for and I'm almost so. John for and I'm almost so. John for and I'm almost so. John for and I'm almost so.
Alaji, Thank you very much for being Tech for staying. My name is Kevin Taylor. You still allow Silence TV. This is With All Due Respect extended version. We're streaming live from our studios here in Washington DC. It's exactly 7:19 p.m. US East Coast is definitely 11:19 in Ghana. So when you come, it's simple. Yeah, twice still.
So when you come, kokoda. So what you know when you come so Coalition Center na kobo Electoral Commission for home by the MIA. So when you come, kokoda. So what you know when you come so Coalition Center na kobo Electoral Commission for home by the MIA.
All right, now this another story. I also say NSS National Service Authority. There na esi wo ho. You see MPP for was no, and there nipa or head of National Service Service no wakasa. Now National Service Authority audit discovered almost 1,000 babies under age 1 on its payroll. Acting Director General Ruth Sedo. Yes, National Service Authority for say, omuye audit no. Di oma be hunne say, enkwara toto fefe a omundi infie baako. Payroll no, National Service Authority for payroll no, enkwara beye empem baako, empem 1,000 under 1-year-old kids. And omudin gum ewrate nyankopo. How? NPP for adiomuja eto homa NDC no. National Service no. Babies under 1-year-old in Kwamudi 7 months, 8 months. Into omo National Service na ye Ghana card momo. Ya won kora na MPP for no wa. Ye kwa national card no ID national ID no. Omo nyo. No mo de makwa national service card. Na ye de oma to payroll so. Chairman ba, assistant treasurer, Ekufuado nananom, inti ende oko NSS ana NSC for the National Service Authority. Omo nipa nkwa 1,000, enkwara nkwa 1,000 omo ndu 1 year. Omo nyina di da payroll so yeti omo kabosumi bia for 8 years. Menoka say enkwara di 8 years. Inti ye calculation na enkwara no wosika chan wo teacher ni na wa kira de and Ekufuado 8 years no. Wona sinina na oko strike back and forth say abantua woka na omuntua no and the omumba omudi less than 1 year yetua omuka chen. And you tell me say, oh 4 years I dollar na could do 12 nti entuma bawomia moma bodam. Oh Kennedy Japan wo ho yemfa gan and last me busam say mo power mo de ye den. Bawomia wo de tumi ne ye den. Kennedy, what did to me here? The more the MPP, what do you need power for? You have still not told us. MPP, no, this is the NPP. 1,000, poly in Kurankura 1,000. Amundi 1 year, Omunina di homo jisika salaries 4,000 Ghana, 8,000 Ghana, 7,000 Ghana. Bosumi biya jisika de masankwarano. And the investigations, they're still ongoing. Now, National Service, National Scholarship Secretariat, National Service Secretariat, the Akoso Honi.
Document, we medibema wakan, but Opekrana started kind free, we confirm. No, okay. But a scholarship document. Okay,
Scholarship Secretariat. To whom it may be concerned, the consular. UK Visa and Immigration Home Office, DSM, Madam, sponsorship letter. Peter Mensah, and about 1986, they say, Tama won. Ghanaian passport number, blah, 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 blah. Gifty, Efia or Mensah.
Oh, they can't call. Nana can't call.
All right. We confirm that Peter Mensah has been awarded a financial scholarship by Ghana Scholarship Secretariat to study LLM law at the Brunel University, London, United Kingdom, which commenced on January 2022. The scholarship covers Peter Mensah and his dependent listed above, and it covers all students' tuition fees of $17,875 and living expenses of $16,008 per annum. It also covers his dependents, Gifty Efia or Mensah spouse, living expenses of 8,160 thousand pounds. 8,160 pounds. Invoices and finance.
Okay, signed by who?
Kingsley Ajiman, Registrar of Scholarship.
Tinana Gantwa. Oh, the near this can after my intro, Peter Manson, gift you a worry. I know yet deputy
national service
director or national service and I said, who bars me?
Yeah.
Omunikum and your friend Peter Manson.
Okay.
Now the mere fact say Peter Manson has been awarded scholarship. So on concourse na LLM will Brunel Nintino. Yes, scholarship secretary the Abansika. Sans was sponsor na yiri aye gift to a worry. Unim no. Yeah, the Sansikano SS sponsor which is 8,160 pounds. Convert the money.
8,000.
Peter Manson took one kusunya na I was say na yiri gifty or worry Manson join and said they be awarding or betting assist. How?
Nti aban na etuanika.
Na da wu ye wama ya committee secretariat ni say ye betua 8,000 pounds as a man gifty or worry because or can you kunu ne nako. Ni kunu na nya scholarship.
Date na ye date. 2022. That's not pounds in your best.
How?
Really?
And memos in Naka, what we are now, maybe memos for approval of the money to be paid. I see.
Gives you Owari, Peter Owari Mensa.
Peter Mensa, omu ticketing, any omu ticket cry scholarship secretariat in the toy.
Really?
Figures in a town 48,700. Yes, 48,000.
Apart from say all qua. Yebemano say stipend.
Yes, they take it crow they joining the kuno scholarship secretariat in the TI. Bonebe na scholarship secretariat aye. Na students ankasate ho. Yemtio mu tuition, yemtio mu stipend. Na omo threatening demonstration, but yasua obini na busu 40 said ye American lottery program.
Wow.
Where just a tip of it.
So the preamble and they say and yes son was secretary.
They be just munya botrema attorney general. Political prosecution, it takes time, but it works. Things you are going to uncover. Say court every key court baby be. Nyoma mo betin wo Ghana no. And I'm telling the attorney general, Ghana for Philly say you are slowing down. I just said the way they want prosecutions to happen. I know you really want the best. You don't ever want to enter court and lose a case. It is also right. But we expect you say, these are things that we expect, say, a little bit of the agency. Because these things are difficult to consume. These are difficult stuff to consume. And I agree with Fifi Kweti when he said, more NDC, more lawyers, more intervening macron. We are going to mention all of you your names, and I support the General Secretary. Because Ghana fought to Obama NDC to come and prosecute. That is the main reason. They know NDC will deliver. They know John Mahama, they can trust him. They know when it comes to infrastructure, John Mahama will do it. They know NDC will do the economy well. They will fix it. But the main reason Ghana fought to Obama NDC is they want to set an example. Some people need to pay for the sins they've merited on Ghanaians for 8 years. As much as we want the Attorney General to win cases, prosecute, we have all the patience, but Attorney General to show some sense of urgency. Because and Attorney General, we are going to start putting the hit on you. I am following up. And I am going to make sure I get names to let Ghanaians know John Mahama Beimwa who are interfering in prosecution, who are being the middlemen. They don't want their friends. Masa, if you are in the NDC, now our friend, our MPP moi, tell your friend say, "Oh Jimmy Kra NDC in Ubeko jail." This boy now, or what? There's this boy I know cap a presidency. Ni kote ni tego tegwe. Tego se kwasiampe yibino. Saboy no wabokro no, and I know NDC phobia. My imagine say they are going to shield that criminal. Charles ni kote tego se den sa ewino. Na me I am quiet because I am gathering something. Adebia meye no. the presidency from top to down, everybody will shake. Makachiramo, me, I don't have time for anybody. And I'm not scared of anybody in the government. I respect the president 100%. But nobody should take my respect, say me Jimmy for. And when I strike, the same thing. There are people, I know what Jubilee House are. We have people in this government who are protecting them because when they were in power, they were giving those people favors. Me, I don't care about your favors. And the day I was strike, ni tego said the end the crasty boy be on the siashi cromphobino. Sa kwasiasa na time na MPP what power. O to me for playing 24 hours. No about Germany. No about no jot. Kwasiasa no about no jot abedi jantra for. No wasafa plane ko Ghana. And these people are being protected by the NDC because they are going to give information to NDC for nobody fucking cares about their information. Nobody is going to protect anybody. And yet the same thing, Kofi Ofosun cancer, by inbox him, they talk to us that he has information on Kennedy Japan. Kwasia, Kofi Ofosun cancer. Me start here, me journalist now. Nipa finsa no, a dirty fool like that. Now when you Kennedy wants some, men out there blame me. Oh, you saying I'm starting Juma way. Now, Kwasia like you have the nerve, like Kennedy will say, to come in my inbox to say, you want to give me information on Kennedy. Kwasia already ba omi echi no mena mauska. Moko tena neta will say NCA idea ndia mu wie sika Kwasia fo. Na sa dirty boy when who fee way you want to breach protocol. Now who person will infiltrate me production team. Who Kofi Ofosun cancer. Nipa finsa no. Wo tantanta wa no sa wo. Politics na ye tantra. Who Kofi Ofosun cancer wa no se wo ba. Wo nyenya se afia be gina kai say I have information on Kennedy. I will show you people the email. Kwasia say. And we sit in Ghana and we entertaining this nonsense. Motiti MPP nim Jimmy, and I've been quiet on that boy because I know what I want to do. That's when we saw TV so you can't kwasa sem. As TV so you can't kwasa sem. Now more people for more Jimmy Ntra. So our boy so the poison call for party with our kwasa for ways we. Every for more Jimmy Ntra. So Jimmy for we mo edidi ba omiechi. These sellouts, these criminals who take money to do things. Now, I mention another thing. This is one story. It's also very important to say you become wasem. Oh, the AC. And this is about power beyond a Ghana for students in your problem, yeah? Oh, scholarships the year. Oh, national service for the year. Ghanaian medical students in Cuba appealed to President Mahama for intervention after 17 months without stipends and 5 years without book allowance. And the MPP, for 5 years, almost the same for go abroad scholarship, book allowance, come on, Kingsley Ajiman, muji sikana no mudi. Yati ha, and I'm here a whole show on Kingsley Ajiman. Kingsley Ajiman, NDC for APAC. I contacted APAC directly through Sami Jemfi, and I'm catching APAC say, you are on the education committee in opposition. You APAC, take charge and make sure Kingsley Ajiman. This matter, APAC can kwasi asem chireme. Tete parliament din kwasi asem. I will come to you. That man had a friend APAC, no. When I did the Kingsley Ajiman scholarship secretariat scandal, I contacted Sami Jemfi. I gave every document to Sami Jemfi and told him, give it to APAC. He is on the education committee. APAC catches Sami Jemfi say, me, I don't know what I'm talking about. We did everything possible for you people to get power. We gave you small power, you are fooling. Now what is the parliament? Because Obina to Abamamo. You people have no idea what is coming. APAC on an amhodo. You people should ask him. No, the education committee, so he could not raise this matter. Credibility behind APAC war. That man called APAC. What credibility does he have? I have the conversation, the text message Sami Jemfi sent back to me. Or no one text message Sami Jemfi forwarded it to me. Nonsense. Now people were working so hard to get people like you into office. You APAC. I mean, you people don't know the Amedeba. Now you see the story. BEC. I mean, he'll be a respect to, and I don't need anybody. Me here MPBA madam. I don't care. Now, GES to probe alleged malpractice in 2025 BEC. And the Yenayati BEC problems are ediaba. Yenina yehundi echo. Examination malpractice. Enquire about beye 16 arrest yomo. Invigilators beye 12. Now, WAEC, they are struggling to handle the malpractice and the air cost. And it is simple. We as Africans and especially as Ghanaians, we need to come to that realization, say, baby, you do know, this kind of putting kids in a room to write exams 1 week is not working. We are doing these kids more harm. In fact, the way it is set up, what it does is say, it even encourages these kids to want to steal, to want to cheat in exams. It's about time we came to that realization, say, this idea of BEC exams, WASI, we need to start having alternatives. Because the people who even championed Danado Danko Ekufuado's free SHS, they have never believed in BECE. Yeah. You know the reason why? They have never believed in BECE. You see somebody like Professor Adai, he sat on radio or catch a Ghana for say, I don't trust BECE. My school stopped using it for admission. This was a guy who was telling the whole Ghana, free SHS, free SHS. The question here is, say actually what should BECE and send away free SHS. So if this guy says he does not trust BECE, then how was he expecting free SHS and the Kufuado to be proper? On say on our school, but to say on the BEC results in 2. So what he does is he does interviews and also our one special entrance exams are or man call for tro and sana wa jomu school ho. The school no so your SS. It's what he does and they say, Sir Adena o preach say free SHS and the Kufuado, everybody free SHS. No, he did not believe in the primary factor, because if the BEC they don't get it right, they can never get it right at SS and I say senior high school. It's one they are the guys who were pushing the Kufuado, do free education. A brother 2015, John Mahama said we should do it progressively free. Send a bayer, you bet to me and making sure that the quality is sustained. The reason why this guy says he does not trust BEC, and they say he knows to say Omamura SS the quality is not better. But why was he advocating say Kufuado for free SHS and now? Abrana John Mahama and Professor Nano Pokwajiman in 2015, they were saying we should slow down, we should build enough infrastructure, we should make sure we maintain the quality. Kwasi Afoika said no. We need free education now. But deep down, his own school, he didn't accept BEC. You know why? Because they know, say, the system now produce BEC, it is not done right. But he was saying free SHS now. Now, I want us to understand as a nation, say, BEC is not going to work for us. SSC is not going to work for us. We need to sit down and really look at examination in Ghana. Because in this modern day, 2025, AI, kids have access to phones. They have different ways of communicating. You can never stop examination or practice. Cheating in examinations, you can't stop it. Say, suddenly, BEC in SSC, the level of malpractice, people are shocked. You are thinking, say, WAEC cannot do their job. It is not WAEC. WAEC cannot stand the level of technology. People are adapting to cheat in examinations. WAEC does not have that sophistication to stop it. WAEC is manually trying to stop technology, which is very difficult. If we are not careful, we will end up destroying our education more. Now, I believe that the cumulative assessment of students, is the best way. The same way we all came together and said, the NDC government should cancel teacher licensure exams because teachers are supposed to be graded on cumulation, on assessment, not one exams. Now, we need to let these kids understand, say, we will not choose one day for you to go and write all the maths you have learned and say you have passed. So when you get the opportunity to cheat, you have passed. The person who gets the opportunity, that day, that person is morally or not fit to write. Now when to me and try that person, when pass master, he's done. One pass science, he's done. We need to go back to the assessment, cumulative assessment form of education. We need to take out this nonsense of final exams. We need to take out this nonsense of SSE. We need to let the kids stay in class and understand, say, the number of times I attend class and the number of times I'm able to, at the end of the day, do class work. I'll be able to get the points. At the end of the day, I'll be graded by the number of classes I take, my performance per class, and then at the end of the day, my grades will show which school I can apply for. But see, I say, yeah, man, this through this old traditional analog system. Abroad, these kids have access to modern day technology. We cannot stop it. 2026 BEC result, we will record more practice than 2025. 2027, we will record more practice. We will get more invigilators involving themselves in more practice because it is easy. It is easy money. It is easy to break the system. It is easy to make money. So we need to start thinking about brochia. A brochure krobien wa yesisan kwara begu dem say ye tro final exams this week. This Monday maths. This Tuesday because sa final week sa kwara to me chiti na onya BBB a akwara otena na oye good that week. Ni day amba bia akwara bi wo ha they are having problems at home. Ebia, for all you know, Sakorano, Nani Fie, there was no problem between the parents till time Odu final year. That is the time Akorano Onya counseling. That was the time Akorano this one started to slow down. Into Sakorano echo final exams mu na ebia psychologically. If ye and shedda and ye Onya that brain, even though that kid is a smart kid, he might fail the exams. Na Akorabia wa bombi and access to invigilator be or access to phone. To cheat that day, that kid will basically move ahead before this kid. None life I say. We need to go back to the assessment level. Primary to JSS. At the end of the term, teachers will sit down and go through the cumulative record and add up everybody's marks, so that at the end of the day, they will know that this is what you did in this term. So absenteeism will go down. Teacher-student in contact will be high. We will get more students being interested in classwork. We will get more teachers spending more time with the kids. Into Akura do final year, on pass it out. You don't need an exam one day to prove that Akura way is ripe to go to senior high school. But when we sit and every day we attach this lazy approach and say, Munyina exams, they are going to steal. They have access to the internet. They have access to technology. They have access to AI. They are going to steal. The invigilators are going to help them. Because the issue here is, you don't have to be a science teacher to answer science question. And you don't have to be an agric teacher to answer agric question. It is not necessarily you bringing an agric teacher to invigilate agric exams. You don't necessarily need a science teacher to be an invigilator in a science exams. You can bring, with all due respect to carpenters, with all due respect to air driver, with all due respect to anybody to come and invigilate. All that the person has to do is to punch in the question. AI will give you the answer. What we are doing now is we are rather weakening our education. Final this week they make final exams. No. But at the end of the day, they will tell you that our result, our grades are out, and they know what they did in class. They know which class, and you, the parent, you even know which course your kid isn't doing well because they show you. They'll show you his grades. The grades is accumulating over time. Zara last semester, they brought her accumulated grades. I looked at it. I saw where she needs to improve on. I saw places where she's doing better. You see it. You as a parent, you see the numbers. So you don't need to sit in Ghana and say, you're here BC, you're here SSC. We need the basic education. We need a senior high school education. But we need to find another way of assessing these kids. Because this kind of malpractice and examination cheating and people making 60 Ghana, it is going to increase. Let me tell you, until we find solutions to see, when humans are humans, obu oha ote asori dem a bibia nka ne se onwi asori sika, until say obehu se asori sika no se si agege collection na dey sipono na no obi eni ni ho me ken aso a shebe 3 years ote asori dem wo bibia cross na adwiri krampo so onfa asori sika. But for some time ohun se agege asori collection na ne dey si box bim ne dey akosi asori corner obi anko ho na obi eja ho kofie. Enti ebasana, that becomes an avenue. You create an option. Enti, let me tell you, as far as Obunim say, that avenue is there, they are going to capitalize on it. You cannot stop it. You cannot block those avenues. So the only way you can block those things from not happening is stopping or taking away these BEC final exams and assess the kids through a day what they do when they are in class cumulatively. You assess them class by class, point by point. But sadly, it is the beginning of a dangerous trend. We cannot stop it. I'm telling you. SS for are more dangerous than BEC for. The SS people are getting more sophisticated. They are getting more clever. They are getting more smart. And the next SSC, the next WASI, it will be, the more practice will be higher than what we have witnessed. I'm telling you. So, let's get serious as a nation. The reality is that this is not helping. SSC is not helping. We should find a new format. That old format is the best. Let us go back to assessment. And no crabema and kuraba class. And no bema and kurana class, because when my teacher na me assessment now you don't manually. Today teachers are lazy. Teachers are lazy. They don't want to put in the work. And it's not their fault. It's because of the system they came to meet. Because of the modern way we have made things so easy to break. The modern way we have made our education so weak. It needs to be rigid. People need to work hard to get grades. Not one day somebody will sell a question to a group of students and that we see them, their future is better than those who have worked hard. We need to put in the work in the classroom. Ko Asia, ko Europe, ko Americas, there's no way in Kwaratina class will try final exams. No way. Why should we write final exams? The last time I was playing, any Malaysian boy been about soccer. Of Malaysia. And we were asking me, as a student. And Busan says, so in Malaysia, what do you people study? I saw a college. Also, we do 70% of the work in practicals. Basically, when you go to Malaysia, so, senior high school student, you spend 70% of your time in the practical room. 30% the theory is in classroom. So he says, most of our work, we do it practical. If you are studying engineering, whatever, you never sit in the classroom. You are always in the practical field or in the lab, or you are doing 30% is just to read and understand. 70%. And what they want to do now is, so we college, they will give you free visa, free sponsorship to come to America, come to Europe, come and do what? Come and stay there for a year. And that's how we go school. What do you want to do? I want to be in hospitality. So they will say, go to America and go work at a hotel. Because that is what you studied in college or Malaysia. So now when you come to America, you might get a 5-star hotel to work there. Now you work there for a year. After a year, you have to come back home. When you come back home, the government has a project whereby they will give you money to set up your own hospitality business. Or start your business now that you pay back the government the money they have given you. We were talking, myself and my friend were talking, I was shocked. I said, yeah, so that's why I'm here. I'm working in a hotel. I want to get into hospitality business. So after school, the government did everything for me, got me my visa to come to America to work with a hotel, to understand how a hospitality business it works. So after a year, I'm going back. And when I go back, I owe the government. The government is going to give me money to start that. And after I start making money, I'll give the money back to the government. That is how you build your base. That is how you build the next future, the next generation. Then here or Ghana, Obianko read this science. Kwasiebia some political science because F4. Obia, we don't have a plan. And the Korean University, gum na jantra. Over 10 of them. when you sit them down as university students and you have a conversation with them, you realize that there's nothing in majority of them their heads. It's shocking. It's shocking. And we have created branches. And they have created branches to make education more weak. Into Batia, then university, then so people don't even want to learn. People just go and buy things and then they cover themselves with some stupid certificate and they are working in Ghana. Let's be more practical. Let's be more practical. Bro, for the cry 90% of Ghana from abruchi, at least America minim. Bro, for now it takes them a while to understand the grammar they speak here. They are always struggling in class, at work, and they can all testify to what I'm saying. 90% of Nkonfo free Ghana, nurses, doctors, when they even communicate, go to the UK, you see it. They communicate with them. They don't even understand. They don't understand the grammar. They don't know how it works. It takes them a very long time. Some people it takes over 5 years to be able to understand and articulate and know that this is what this person is talking about. It is because we are learning things that are not true. We are giving our kids some education that does not exist. It is not real. People sit in Ghana and they are marking grammar. You go school, you cannot speak good grammar. You cannot say, but you see, it is not about that. It is good to speak good English, that's fine. But why do you Juma? Into Kwasiebia or Ghana, they think say they want the easy route. Oh, my short course, oh, my law. Into Kwasiebia, so because their brains don't work, they can't sit and think. So only a brofotna class is suadie. I want to so abong. So we talk a brofo school mu near my assignment. Near catch us a defend the one case assignment. I want to so abong. The way you put your senses together, you don't understand. People have no idea. We need to change. We are not doing more practicals. Our senior high schools should be doing more practicals. 70 to 80% practicals. We are a third world country. We need to concentrate on more of practicals and concentrate doing more of production. Bro, for now, any Jimino Dawson. This is not going to work. BEC, SSC, it's a waste. We always suffer the same thing. Bro, why don't you understand what I'm telling you? On TSC, because the tenses are Oceano School or Ghana, no, that tenses, those tenses, it deceiving Wabrochire. When they come here and they write comprehension, bro, you need to read it on TSC. When they write, we have gone through this with our project. Yeah, try, bro, it takes time. Then you have to take your time, step back, and start understanding the way they put their tenses together. How you can even write, comprehend, how to be able to do submission. It makes sense. We need to be realistic. We are lying to each other. We are lying to each other. And what we are seeing is just the beginning. Let's get real as a people. Let's do more practical work. Eh? And anything that they be Ghana for. You see this story? It's almost 8 years. Last time I can't issue about the retail market. Let me conclude with this. The retail market. And I've seen a lot of demonstrations going on in Ghana against Nigeria for Omoton Adewa Abusiokain. It is great. Guta calls for urgent intervention as Ghanaians lose market to foreign traders. So we making a lot of argument about foreigners taking our market. In fact, I'm going to be very honest here. We are chasing the rats. And the bigger, dangerous elephant, and I say animals, no more acronym retail marketing, we have left them. And I'll never stop saying this. Guta, they know. Without due respect, foreigners are supposed to abide by the rules and regulations. My foreigner, or Ghana. So irrespective of who you are, whether you're a Nigerian, whether you're a Chinese, also with this, the Ghana Investment Promotion Council for act every single foreigner you need to follow. You know what to do and what not to do. You're not supposed to involve yourself in retail business. If you're a foreigner, you know what kind of business you have to do in Ghana. But you see, the hypocrisy in Ghana, destroy Ghana. Fine, some Nigerians are taking advantage of our market. Which market are we talking about? You say spare parts market. Abosio Kain. So we are stopping about 10, 7, 8, 12, 13 shops in Abosio Kain. It does not do anything. The bigger problem is the Chinese. The Chinese are the ones destroying our retail market. By Guta, any the so-called Ayaragamuna Nomwe demonstration, they are picking and choosing. It is deliberate because Nipa Bidje say, Okwabosio Kanya, we can go after some people. I will never say any Ghanaian should take the law in their hands and attack any Nigerian selling at Abosio Kanya. No. The laws are there. There are people who have been given that mandate to make sure, say, so be a did you maybe Abosio Kanya and you're right. That person needs to stop. Your law enforcement will be taking care of that. And I insist, anybody doing illegal business at Abosio Kanya or a foreigner, the right institutions to make sure they stop them from working. It is okay. But it is 1% of the problem we are discussing when it comes to your retail market, foreigners taking over our retail market. The Chinese are taking over the market. And the Uko Kumasia, they are building a bigger mall. A bigger mall. And the Udu Kumasi, Udu Ashanti region. The reason why I'm using Ashanti region and Kumasi as an example, no, because Ghana hini didwa kesiye. Majority of retailers say Ghana omu Ashanti memu. Now, what is happening? They say even ope omo moton chamfine machines here dey galamsey ya e Ghana kwan hu nyina Chinese for the tongue. We all know it. Why are we not cracking the whip on it? Why are we not stopping them? Chamfine machine ya dey galamsey ya dey bia ya question. Why are we not stopping the source? Why are we allowing even somebody to sell chamfine on the streets of Ghana? It does not matter who you are. It does not matter who you are, which country you are from, how much money you have. Nobody should sell chamfine on the streets of Ghana. No market should allow anybody. And the Udu Asante Memwa, there was a whole place where Chinese for chamfine or moton. We see it every day. And how are you going to stop galamsey? Equipment are galamsey. When you take the equipment, is the first step. Because so because how long is it going to take them? Or the shovel, how long is it going to take them? We are fighting excavator for alluvia mining, any whatever you can call it. Now, almost saying so the pioneer chamfine for no. Now the chamfine for no, when I'm going to turn chamfine or wako makola ko wuse Ghana ton chamfine machine or makolada. But when you go to these mining areas, you see Chinese from a shopper, almost mining equipment, and yet chamfine machines. Why are we making them go on? But that is even one part of it. Anytime I catch Ghana for say, going after the Nigerians, they are being selective. Ayaraga and call for they are doing politics with this. Yeah, I will tell you an authority. Ayaraga is playing politics with these people following him. Yeah, I'm going to say kind. Nobody should work. I will say kind. And I will say kind is an iota. It's less than a percentage of Ghana's problem when it comes to foreigners taking over retail market. Go to Kumasi. They are building a bigger mall. Do you know what they are going to do with it? How many malls do the Chinese have in Ghana? How many malls do we own as a people? The last time I was in Ghana, I drove to, I've forgotten the area. You see Ghana Mall, a whole mall by the Ghana government. It is empty. Nobody's there. Get me the name. It is around, I drove to, on your way to Burma camp, when you go straight, you see Ghana Mall, a mall, a Ghana Fosika DDT. Nobody is in that mall. It has been shut down. Ghana Mall. It belongs to the government of Ghana. The Chinese are taking over our retail market. There are some people in our system who are benefiting. That is why they don't want to talk about Chinese. The men who can go for TV so Chinese for Chinese for taking over our retail market. The Chinese are the ones doing it. Go into our markets. So good we mama boy, they are liars. Ayaragani the group, they are liars. Don't take them serious. They want the spaces to go and do their own business. If they really want a crackdown, Nungwa Mall, right? Nungwa Mall. There's a mall there. I'll get you the picture. You will see it. A whole mall built by the government. But there's nobody there. They are shut it down. But Chinese are putting up malls around the nation. And the things they are selling there are the same thing we sell in our market. And this is a conversation we need to have. Because Kevin Taylor, they raise the conversation, nobody wants to speak about it, but it will come back to bite all of us. Give them 5 years, they'll destroy your market. And once and for the next 5 years, you people will not have a KJTR market. The Chinese will shut it down. We are here, you will see. Makasa, asante for him for tetewo. And say him for no more santibemuno. Say omuni chakawo, sa more na Chinese forces na. Why would you, as a chief in Ashanti region, from say asante my dear, the enemy adwadie na obi sisi malls close to your market, and you know the patronage in the markets are going down. You are still sitting there and saying, then it means you know what is happening. Either you have shares in it, or you are supporting for your own market or your retail market to die. Junction Mall in Accra, go there and see. The Chinese are taking your retail market. Omu Gujano. What are we doing about it? We cannot sit and just look on. Our mothers will lose their jobs. The markets will die. The Chinese are destroying us. Let us find a way to clamp it down. I am not against foreign inflows or foreign investors in Ghana, but you cannot come to Ghana and compete with retailers. If a foreigner wants to come to Ghana, they should be in what we call production. So Chinese for person be a factory to produce with Ghana wood, to make Ghanaian product from Ghanaian produce. I will not have a problem. But I wouldn't make a Chinese come here and open a shop and open a market and sell in Ghana. No, the Chinese should come and open a factory and build things for us to purchase. I will take it. So Chinese if oba no mo besi factory a wardrobe, a factory a nkonya, a factory a I will take it. It's good. You are producing, the money stays here, but you cannot come from China and tell me when to manage your production, you came to Ghana to sell. No, you don't do buy and sell in Ghana as a foreigner. The act needs to be looked at again. I'll say Sasha Act. It needs to take out total sale by foreigners in this country. No foreigner should be able to sell. Whether the only thing foreigners can do is to do production. They need to produce. You cannot go to Singapore and say you are going to open a retail, wholesale retail. They're not going to allow you. But when you go to Japan, when you go to Korea and say you want to come and produce, they will say do it. Because when you do that, you don't compete in the local market. At least you are picking one produce to produce. You are picking one thing to have mass production. And we need to look at the GIPC Act again. The act is weak. The Chinese are taking advantage. Right now, no, hardly do you see a Chinese man doing galamsey in Ghana. But you see a lot of Chinese into retail business. And they have covered it with wholesale. It is dangerous. The fine lines are destroying us. Let us pay attention to this. I am for now more Ghana, no. Mo protect your man, mo protect your mojuma, mo fama nuntum. Let the government understand. We cannot leave the retail market for the Chinese to compete with Ghanaians. They will kill us. Why now go Chinese shop or Ghana? What to me the credit card after their order? Nobody. They don't take credit card because they don't want to report whatever they make. So this is how they destroy your nation. Every Chinese shop, every Indian shop, you cannot pay with a credit card. They don't want to pay any tax on the money they are taking. In Moko China shop, they say, give me cash. They don't take card. Ask yourself why. They are taking the money, they'll convert into dollar, and they will find illegal means to transport the money to China. And when they do that, they don't pay anything to the government. They are killing your market. And it's about 2 minutes it is because of the kind of things they are bringing into the country. They are easily consumed by fire. So I go to Chinese for product be good them not to tower 10 minutes and then shit. Because every single thing they sell to you is flammable. And you need to understand that Benaura China shop I can't sell for a card to idea. And not pay electronically. They don't do paying in electronic. Because they are taking the raw cash. They don't want to pay any taxes on it. They take the money and they take it to their country. And anytime we China shop I see no card. Pay us cash. Physical money. Converting into dollar. They try Ivory Coast. They try Togo. They Kobu Chrome. They travel with the money in dollar. They don't take anything through card. America are struggling to deal with the Chinese. The Americans are even struggling to deal with the Chinese in America. How they are able to get money, physical cash. Now mo Ghana, me mamo 5 years. Mo dia montra ondi matem. Monka so Mahama nipa. Monka so we di MPP ni NDC ni. Me say 5 years. Ube wura kejetia. Unhu obia o kejetia. Asanteman bebo say jo. Ebe boto. Asem way. Put a pin in it. Mobe kaimi ansua. Mobe kaimi asre. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's been a wonderful night. I will see you tomorrow. We will discuss Ghana tomorrow. I'm not very sure, but if I'm going to be here tomorrow, I will let you know. I'll let the team put an announcement out. Be good. God bless you. God bless me. Cheers and good night. Abuache gigim.
Yo, we are best fishermen. No answer my Abuache. You will for Belgium fan. It was better Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan. Why you Why round what? Why you Why round what? Why you Why round what? Why you Supuno? Why round what? It was for Belgium fan. It was better Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan. It was Belgium fan. Why you Why round what? Why you Why round what? Why you Yo, we are best fishermen. No answer my Abuache. You will for Belgium fan. It was better Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan. Why you Why round what? Why you Why round what? Why you Why round what? Why you Supuno? Why round what? It was for Belgium fan. It was better Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan. It was Belgium fan. Why you Why round what? 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 Every papa no, what one is the motto? 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 Why round what? Why you Why round what? I want it. Original. I will move for Belgium fan. I want better Belgium fan. Where you mind? Don't crumble.